Oh fuck.
What happens if one of us dies?
What
in
happens is we're live, by the way.
We covered that in the group chat, right?
Shut up! I didn't read it.
Well, we're live. Welcome back, everyone,
Are we?
to weekly game of the Temple of Lava Bears. Man, wasn't it such an amazing session last week that we are going to recap. We should. So I'll leave that to you guys.
Okay, so
Oh shit!
in the last episode of Temple of the Lava Bears, our heroic heroes were saved by Tale from impending danger, including big old burly Orkman, tiny disgusting kobold guy, Psycho Killa because he can't say no and contest the fact that he was saved by Tale. We discovered an artifact within the Temple of the Lava Bears where we have been tasked to go so as to save the locals around this buried temple / active volcano that is actually a tool used to manipulate the lava turtles that lurk within the lava tubes that are an intricate system of underground peril. And we left off with our heroes riding on the back of said lava turtle, whose name is Bartholomew, as has been decided by the group unanimously. And it is we just upon beginning, we looked up and there are these living stalagmites or stalactites, one of the two, I forget, called piercers that are looking down at us and they want to kill us, and that's where we're at. And they have mouths.
To add one thing, there was a cool journal we found, but we don't need to worry about it too much. I got it covered.
Okay.
Nothing important. Don't worry.
I'm ready to get fucked, Dad. Let's go. Oh wait, tradition. Fuck weeps. Let's go.
All right.
Woo!
I have something I want to do immediately upon seeing these things.
Well, let me just play some about first, as you guys just begin to sail under them.
So as we are like sailing under them, do I have the knowledge to know if they will survive if they hit the water, or not the water, the lava?
So you're not sure about these, and they are also on the ceiling of the cavern above you, and they're quite far away. You only barely recognize them just as you go under them. I'll let you make a nature check if you'd like.
Pulling up my character sheet. Nature teacher.
Oh, dude.
Woo! Smart.
Not as satisfying as sticking your dick out of a window.
Well,
Listen, that wasn't on stream. They don't know what I was talking about. that secret stays between us.
They can't see the webcam that I can see. It is, let me tell you, I would have gotten that. Where was I? Yes, starting off the night with a good old fat 20. So you do know what piercers are supposed to look like and kind of what their shtick is. These look kind of weird. They look much darker than regular piercers. It also then occurs to you that like a piercer over like a magma river probably wouldn't get much done ever, because if it missed, it would die. And also, like, what else would it be piercing other than the dragon turtle with a huge shell on its back? So you're not entirely sure that these are piercers. They look a lot like them though. And as you see them like wriggle out of place, ready to fling themselves down at you, you get the sneaking suspicion that they behave very similarly to them.
I want to pull out my lute and soothe them with my music.
Is that the thing that you wanted to do before they jump down on you?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
I'm gonna pull out my mace and shield and just kind of sit back for a little bit.
I want to strum them a very calming song, but one that can also be heard over the roiling of death lava beneath us.
As opposed to non-deadly lava?
Yeah, and I'm also gonna sway a little bit.
Of course.
Steve
calm
takes a
them.
dodge action and hides behind Grook.
I should also take the moment to mention we are down one person, unfortunately. I F in the chat to pay respects to ACOG. He is unable to make it this week, but he will just be autopiloted by me for a while. He is still around, but rip in peace, ACOG.
It's
Shit, that's a good point.
Weeb, so
But yeah, we are
That's a good point. I
down
take it.
one weeb, so it's not really that big of a lot.
one weeb. We have no weebs in here.
Grook,
I-
why are you pulling your?
I take a
I'm
dodge
your weapon.
action and I hide behind Psycho Kira, not Grunk.
I'm rolling performance, okay? Good luck.
Luck team.
Damn,
All right, so how
we're
about
about to crush it,
how about we
boys.
start off with the classic? Open the session up,
All right.
do review, some intro stuff, roll for initiative. Let's go.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, easy. Grunk, get your head in the game.
I
We need
have minus
20s.
2 deck. I am
Boom.
FD or
You see
God.
this?
20.
20. Get your head in the game,
Oh
dog.
my god.
wait, what the fuck? 22 for days. What is this?
I would
shit?
just like to show chat. I just opened Psycho's character sheet first time in a while, and I forgot that this is what it looked like. It's oh my god. There was some ASCII nonsense that was drawn inside of it, a lot like that.
By the way, Moon, you did.
How do I set my initiative?
If you go onto your
click on
character sheet,
then
Look at
it is
character.
initiative.
You have to.
Objection.
what?
Moon, you have to.
Fucking-
You have to click your token.
I don't know, a terrible.
And then roll initiative?
yeah.
Click the. Make sure you're on the token and then roll.
He can set the initiative for
Yeah,
you.
and then.
Three
and
sessions
then,
in. Will,
And then
will
you
he
can
figure
change
out?
it to 22.
Yeah, I got it. Cool.
Word up.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna change this one down to
There's so many 22s. What the fuck is this, dude?
I have the highest dex. I go first.
Well, let's see what the other creatures got first, because you never know. Maybe they have a super high dex.
They do not have a higher
they
dex than I
certainly
do.
do
No
not.
way.
Wait,
Yeah.
we have the same dex bonus.
Nah, bullshit.
No, I got 4, bitch.
All right, what's your number?
17.
Okay. What?
That's my dexterity.
Oh, I have 19.
You fuck.
Oh, well then you go
Yes, he does.
first.
But before all of you are the creatures that gain surprise on you, because that you only notice them quite literally at the last possible moment. Sail ever dangerously down the magma river. They descend upon you like so many dangerous creatures. So
Ah!
zoom right on in here.
Really good analogy.
Anyways, so you guys are basically directly below these creatures. They can only finagle their positioning a little bit before they hurl themselves down at you on the back of this lava-y dragon turtle, which I don't think I mentioned last time, by the way, is red dragon turtle.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's it.
He's like me.
Yeah,
We're both red reptiles.
yeah.
Could you give this is just for details sake. Give me a really good description of them if you can.
Yeah, real deep.
So the dragon turtle is a lot like Steve in that you expect them to be like mostly scaly and whatever, but this one has almost more draconic aspects on it. Behind its ears and its head are some little flaps like you would see on a bearded lizard that extend and flap with its emotion, and it has long flippers that are not as fleshy as you would think a turtle would have. They're a lot scalier, a lot rougher, and darkened and blackened with tons of hardened lava and magma that's coalesced around them. The shell itself is like clearly ancient, marked all over the place with scratches and bumps and everything. The entire turtle is just this crimson red color, aside from its blackened, completely like obsidian shell. Anyways, you guys are dying.
I'm sorry, did you just say a completely obsidian
The
shell?
color of it is obsidian. The shell itself is made of.
Oh,
is made
okay, I was about to say.
Just a colorful description. Anyways, I have a bunch of piercers to throw down at you. So let's do that. 5 piercers, each of which makes 1 attack. It's a very simple
Wait,
attack.
They go first.
Oh yeah, they got surprise on you guys.
Okay. Understood.
and then we will enter into proper initiative. There's 5 attacks, and there's 5 of you. So each piercer gonna jump down on you. I'm gonna go in order that you guys are like on the shells. It's gonna be Steve, Damien, Tau, Psycho, Brock. Okay.
Do they have advantage?
Got it.
Any surprises?
I'm gonna say that they do not have advantage because you noticed them at the last second, but not enough time to get all of your weapons and armor out and stuff.
Understood. All right.
Wow, that's a lot of ones. The only thing that would even hit anybody is that 19.
I dodge out of the way effortlessly.
Yeah, that was a natural 1 on me since I was the last one. I just kind of stick up my shield as it tries to gnaw on it, and I stare at it oddly, like a dog gnawing on like a chew toy for a little bit. What is this? It looks like one of those weird things my wife keeps no show.
I think I'm the one who got hit.
Uh,
I think I'm the
oh
one who
yes,
got
you
hit.
are.
1, 2, 3.
Do you have an AC lower than that?
Yeah.
Alright.
Ow! Why do you hurt me?
Does it like eat his
It
head?
does not. It doesn't even
So-
use its
so we
mouth.
don't have to
It
hear
just
him?
uses the pointy end and drops. It
Dude,
tries
these
to
things
skewer
fail.
him, and it does some piercing damage along the way. And then all of the other piercers whack you guys or attempt to, but as soon as they hit what was the creature's name again? Damien? Sorry, Bartholomew. What the fuck? As soon as they hit Bartholomew's shell, immediately ricochet off back into the magma and disappear. Like just they hit, miss, bang, and just go straight off. Even the one that pierces Tao Lei for some damage lands on the peaked, like uneven surface of the shell and rolls its way down the shell. Psycho and Steve, since it rolls past you, either of you can make an attack of opportunity against it.
Can I try and grapple it?
I'm gonna say no because it's rolling at a pretty steady clip, and normally attacks of opportunity grapples. They can have to be regular melee weapon attacks.
What if he's really good at grabbing phallus-shaped objects?
Hey, you don't know my life, alright? Bam.
So 26 is that's gonna hit. Is that advantage for a reason?
Ally within 5
That is
feet!
correct. Pack Tactics works.
This race is insane!
It's pretty good. So that's 17 damage total, right?
Correct.
You slash at it. The 12 misses, by the way. I can tell you that right now. Both you and Psycho take a swing at it. You are the only one who strikes it with any meaningful force, and you do some damage to it, but it seems to resist it. Its skin is much harder than you would expect a fleshy piercer to be. It's almost like it's actually made of like a rocky stalactite material. And as it rolls by you, you'll even see like cracks in its old mineral-like structure that makes it seem like it's been solidified, like it's a hardened, actual rocky thing. Very unusual. Otherwise, all of these creatures, they just disappear back into the magma.
All right.
Those things must really not like elves.
I was attempting to serenade them so that they did not skewer us.
Well, I don't think that's gonna work on them. They might.
Why not? Are you experts on cave creatures and lava mountains?
I guess not.
Will they hit you and not us?
I hadn't begun my sonnet yet.
Lava mountains, also known as volcanoes.
Yes.
Well, look out from all points of the wall.
Oh
I'll try to pit up my shield for a little bit. No, try to see if I can defend Tiri for a little bit. Not Tiri, my apologies. Tali.
Oh my god, Tally! Oh my god, you're injured! Oh
Yes.
my god!
It hurts a little bit, but I have an idea. As I'm being shielded by my orc friend, I'm going to play the instrument into the lava, the didgeridoo. Okay.
Oh shit.
Give
I blow with great force.
me your best performance, please.
Oh shit!
All right.
Shit.
So a couple of things happen.
That is, yeah.
First of all, I'm going to ask you to be adjacent to the actual edge of the shell, so that you can physically
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
And then you dip the didgeridoo into the magma and blow with all of your might, making ripples in the magma that permeate all throughout the river and that are so powerful the entire sound of the chasm echoes with the didgeridoo noise going it is profoundly loud, nearly knocking you all off of your feet, and certainly shaking up like the whole chasm. I'm gonna even say that this would require some of the creatures down there to make a con save, not to thunder damage. Although I'm making that.
Is Bartholomew okay?
Holy shit. The amount of blowing.
However, I'm making this in secret.
Bartholomew, talk to me. Are you all right?
Oh yeah, you can talk to the turtle. I forgot.
Yeah, nothing weird about that.
You speak Twiddle. What language do you speak again?
Draconic.
Hey,
Oh, dude.
uh,
A totally good aligned language.
Taolei, can you please make like what is the improvised damage for a fucking a didgeridoo?
Didgeridoo.
Let's call it 2d6. 2d6 thunder.
Andy.
Improvise didgeridoo.
A 2d6. Oh,
I rolled a 1.
Hey, you rolled this. You got a 5. That's like rolling 1d6.
Yeah.
And with the thunderous sound of the didgeridoo echoing throughout the chamber, also, as soon as you take it out of the magma, hear the immediate reverberations of the mountain and how it feels in the situation.
what did you do? Oh.
Don't worry, friends. I'm attempting to make us go faster.
I'm currently laid flat.
Look like we're going faster.
I should try again, I think.
I'm splayed flat on Bartholomew's shell, just gripping to whatever I can. This is fine. Everything's fine.
So I'm assuming the cave and shit like that was shaking as the lava was just bubbling up everywhere.
As the magma ripples waves of thunderous didgeridoo throughout it, the whole entire chasm shudders with light tremors.
I'm gonna say, okay, let's not do that. I'm gonna just grab onto the back of his collar and just drag him a little bit back.
Hey, stop! You don't understand. I'm a
Stop.
bard.
Stop playing that thing.
I can't help it.
I
My
go
love
up
is drawn
to-
to it.
I go up to Taolei, try to take the didgeridoo from him.
I want to hold on to it.
All right, let's make a strength contest real quick then. This would be
I'm very.
The
yep,
strength.
it'd be athletics if you have it.
Oh,
You roll for
I don't have
Well,
athletics.
click athletics anyways. It's not a strength save. It's that's better.
It is the same. It is the same.
It is the same.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Fuck.
So
Fuck.
because the I guess it would be the same for Taolei. Let's be kind for the first one and say that then I'll take your 19 strength save because no matter what, Damien would have still lost. So while he does try to like yank the didgeridoo out of your hands, you have it firmly in your needy grasp.
No, you can't take it. It's mine. I found it.
Come on now, kids.
No, I'm gonna put
I'll-
it down. I'm gonna play
I'll-
it again.
I'll
Nope.
let go of the collar for a little bit. I'll try to put both my hands on their chests and try to back them up ever so slightly.
As I am splayed on the ground, trying to
I'm gonna take. sorry.
express myself. Guys, we shouldn't fight with the guy that has the ability to control the turtle.
We're not fighting. waiting. I'm gonna turn around and play it again in the lava.
No!
I reach for it as he's trying to.
All right,
get it.
with enough people, it is impossible for Tao Lei, with his incredibly underwhelming strength, to forcibly play the didgeridoo into the magma, as well as the dragon turtle who raises a flipper to like basically stop the blunt end of the other didgeridoo and stick his head up. And in-
Fucking turtle doesn't like
In
it.
Draconic, say very snootily, "That is very loud. Please do not do that again."
What did he just call me?
You
Oh.
said you're an idiot! Stop playing the freaking flute thing!
I kicked
See,
the
even the
shell.
turtle doesn't like it.
Listen to me, I'm your master. Look at my robes.
At which point, I'm just gonna see if I can throw Talite in the middle of the shell.
As soon as you, or during all of this struggle, you see more ripples, more disturbances in the magma yet again. These not caused by the turtle nor the didgeridoo. Something didn't die when it was down there, and they return as they eject themselves out of the magma with force. 5 creatures,
Oh.
unlike those that you saw before. Worms, elementals made of magma and rock, jump out of the magma like leaping dolphins and attempt to slam their bodies against yours.
Oh no. Okay.
I would like it noted, I am as low and as close to the shell as I can get
Yep.
due to fear of my death.
Uh-huh. Unfortunately, they do not have eyes. Their eyes are closed because they're from the magma, and they have tremor sense, so they don't need it.
Oh, I was afraid they were going to get advantage.
No,
Well, yeah, that works.
they're not going to have advantage, but they are going to have another round of attacks on each of you. Again, in the order that you guys are laid out. So, Brock, Tau, Damien, Psycho, Steve.
Understood. I'm the first one. Yes.
Oh. My life for Aya.
Any of those hit. I'm assuming the 18 and the 24. Oh, I missed one. Whoops.
Yes.
And the 22 probably
Ow.
hit.
Ow.
So, Damien, Psycho, and Steve,
Yeah.
you are struck by these
Yeah.
magma-y, rocky, weird creatures that lunge themselves at you, up over the shell, and then back into the magma on the other side of the creature.
Can I get an opportunity of attack on the one that tried to?
Yes,
By me.
and Tau, you can get the one an opportunity attack on the one that's by you.
Okay. Well, I don't have my rapier drawn, so.
Hit him with the didgeridoo!
Yeah, I guess it would be two hands.
But the
Didgeridoo is kind of a two-handed thing. So,
What's the dice roll?
I'm doing
Oh,
that right now. You're fine though. You shouldn't
I
need.
think
The one that attacked you missed you. I believe. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I think you should didgeridoo.
That's a 24.
All right, that's certainly gonna hit. Let me roll the damage roll.
7 points of bludgeoning. That time, I wish I took the Warcaster.
All right, it is the
Ow.
first D6 is bludgeoning. The second is fire.
Okay.
So don't forget, your ash cloaks will absorb half of that fire damage rounded up.
He's attacking me.
Oh, is that Eddie?
I'm in pain.
My girlfriend's cat scratched the shit out of me. Does
Yeah,
not like me.
Meantime, let me just quickly unveil the rest of what you can see down here. More magma.
Magma.
And then the rest of the creatures fly on by back whence they came. Back into
Do the people that got attacked, do we not get an opportunity?
no,
Or,
it,
just
it,
curious.
it fucking hits you real
Oh, okay.
hard. These things are made of solid rock and magma. Basically like flaming
alright.
boulders, but with a pointy, pierced
What's
head.
point? At which
I'm
point, I would like to yell back, "Okay, everyone, get in the middle of the show and hold each other's backs." And just basically, I want everyone to see if they can get everyone in the middle of the shell and just keep their backs to each other.
I move.
So, I have a
If
question.
you would like to see what the creature looks like, I suggest you look. It is.
I have a question.
Yep.
So I would like to use Uncanny Dodge, which halves the damage against that attack using my reaction. How does that work with according to the fire damage and everything? Or am I allowed to use it?
So how does Uncanny Dodge read?
When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage halved against you.
Okay, so you would have the damage first, and then reduce the damage based on your foot. So the total damage that you took was 7. Have that to 3. Oh no, you would have to have them individually. So the 2 would become a 1, and the 1 and the 3 would become a 1. So you would take.
Does he still get it?
Say again.
Does he still get it because it's a reaction to do that?
Oh, that's correct. I would say that.
Yeah, that's why.
I would say that the reaction that he takes is before, not after. Because Uncanny Dodge is a thing that you.
Okay.
While it is a reaction, it's just like not on his turn, right?
Yeah.
So I would say that the 2 becomes a 1 in the d6, the 3 becomes a 1 in the d6, and the cloak takes that 1 fire damage. You take the 1 or the rest of the 3 bludgeoning.
Got it.
Make sense? All right.
Confirmed.
We're back up to the top of initiative with Damien.
I think Steve or Tale is above me because their dex is higher.
It goes Steve, me, and then
Oh, okay. There we go. Problem solved. Steve, you go first. The creatures have re-emerged themselves into the magma and are not clearly in your view, like they're surrounded by rock.
Question: does the turtle give a shit? What is he doing?
The turtle seems to be like not bothered by them. Like he's clearly swimming around them, but he's not like stopping or freaking out or anything.
Okay. And technical standpoint of view, how many feet per turn is this? Sorry about that. Is the turtle moving?
The turtle moves at the end of everyone's initiative and will move its speed magma, which is slightly reduced because there's a bunch of things swimming all around it.
Okay, understood. All right, never mind.
Steve?
I'm going to take out my bow.
Yes.
I'm running to like very cautiously walk into the center of everyone. I'm gonna look at Tale. Tale,
Yes.
you're able to cast the spell Featherfall, correct?
Yeah.
Where is this going?
I want you to put the spell Featherfall on me, and Gruck and Damien. I want you to throw me as high into the air as you can get me, and I will use this bow to rain hell down upon these creatures.
You're gonna have to pass on that.
I look at Gruck.
I'll do it.
I put my
On
sunglasses
one
on. It's like I'm ready. Launch me.
One condition.
It worked before, Gruck.
Yeah, I'm not being responsible for another death.
I mean, he didn't die.
Launch me.
Listen,
I know he didn't die. I died inside a little bit.
my magic is very valuable, Kobold, and therefore I will require one favor from you.
And what favor is that?
You will eat the heart of one of your kind before my eyes.
I look at him.
That's
I
fine.
remember the deal that we made.
Listen. I don't need him, okay? I take out my potion of Featherfall. I can do it myself.
Potion of Featherfall.
I grab him and throw him up on my turn.
No, I need to. I will take my potion of Featherfall and I will drink it. Bow out, and I will put myself in the ready position to be launched skywards.
All right. Tao? What are
Yeah?
you doing?
I pull out my drums and sit down cross-legged and begin to beat on them.
All right.
Like war drums.
Is this something that is a magical effect that happens immediately, or are you just fucking about again? For instance, is this just a flavorful way for you to give someone bardic inspiration, or are you just playing your drums?
Wink,
I'm
wink.
just playing.
No! Please!
Wait, hold on. Here you go. I'm gonna cast this on I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration on Steve.
All right.
Yeah, boy. That's what I'm
Steve,
talking
you're
about.
gonna need this. I'm gonna mark it with a little token of something. Let's see.
There you go, Kobold. Here beat the drums that shall sound the death of your kin.
Incredible. Well, for lack of a better thing, I'm just gonna give you a little dot to indicate that you have dot right. Damien, the kobold has assumed the position in front of you.
I'm throwing him, Grook. I just grab him as hard as I can, just chuck him into the air like a
Launch!
disc.
All right. Make an athletics check, please. All right, Steve. 14 feet up.
What? That was pitiful, Damien!
Grook didn't help me. I'm sorry.
You fools!
You certainly go up. It's been a while since you've gone this far, and you almost reflexively put your hands out as if half expecting wings to come out. And then you remember you're kobold, not a full dragon. Part dragon. You're not like you remember back to Hraxus, who looked a lot more draconic than you, and you were slightly jealous for a moment. Though you are in the air. I'm assuming you've basically held your action to attack something when it comes up. Okay.
Bow in hand.
Cool. In the meantime, Psycho, or actually Damien, would you like to move or do anything else first?
No.
All right. Well, Psycho is going to just hold his action for anything that comes near him and attack it if it does so.
Wait.
Yes.
Did Damien launch me forward?
Nope. Up. Straight up.
Straight up.
Yep. Yep.
Wait a
Hold
minute.
on. Let's just do some math. Hang on. Wait. Just. You went up. And so you're on a turtle.
But the turtle is traveling
Turtle
forward
is
at
going
light speed.
forward. Hang on.
Get out the
Can
calculator.
actually make it.
Fabulous. Yeah. Y, and then you got a fancy looking X, and then we got a. Oh, hang on. Vector R. Hang on. Yeah.
So, with my 14 intelligence, being able to do that math in my
Yeah,
head immediately, will I be able to make
You
it?
have no
Oh.
idea. But
Shit.
the math comes back in your head. You hear a mental ding. It's just a strip of paper that says "oops."
Oops. Oh shit.
Just as you reach the apex of your jump, the worm magma creatures come back up and do another volley of hurling their bodies at all of you. Since there are still 5 of you, they will do their best to attack you, 1 each. However, there is now a very high up Steve who one of the worms can't reach, and so they will assault Gruk since he is the nearest to that worm.
2 attacks on me.
Yes, so 2 attacks on you.
Good luck.
That should be 5, yeah. So the last 2 are on Gruk, the first 3 are on Damien, Tau, and Psycho in that order.
The last 2 on
Yep.
me. Miss
Okay, I got hit.
And
It misses.
Ow!
Alright, so did Psycho.
Stop jabbing me with your seductive point.
It's not stabbing you with its pointy face as much as it is just throwing its, rocky body at you.
Quit beating me against the wall, you big burly worm.
That first one is you, Tau. The second one is for Psycho.
Ouch.
So you're taking 7 damage from bludgeoning, 2 damage from fire, and your cloak is taking the other 2 fire damage.
Can I use my reaction to hit this thing that
Yep.
missed me?
If it missed you, then you can use your reaction as an attack of opportunity. Gruk, you can choose one of the
Okay.
2 creatures beside you.
Does any of them look hurt?
Yes, some of them
Specifically
definitely
for
have
that.
taken damage. Although visibly it's hard to tell because they're all kind of made of this rocky, craggly, not specific stuff,
Sorry.
basically.
Does 14 hit that thing?
14 does hit it.
I swing my great axe down, like towards the turtle, as it's flying through the air, and smack him on the
I'm gonna
Smack
go
his
for the-
turtle.
I'm gonna hit the one that looks weakened. That's 14.
I have Sentinel, so I don't know what you want to do with that.
You can't. That is weird. Well, you certainly are going to affect its trajectory. And I'm going to say that it's going to land on the shell of the turtle and not in the magma where it was going. But it doesn't land directly next to you. It stops probably here.
Hold on. There's a different formula for this
Yeah,
one.
this is
Break it out.
projectile motion, which is
That's some quick maps.
yeah, quick maps indeed. Again, you seem to be doing reduced damage to these, but you are doing something. What was the damage on
What about me?
Damien? What was the damage on your attack? There it is.
Sorry, yeah.
May I take my
Yes,
attack
your
now?
attack also triggers. I did the one for Psycho already as well.
An ally is within 5 feet.
Oh yeah.
By the way, I did 9 points of bludgeoning damage. I rolled a 14. Don't know if that hits.
I am hitting with a magical bow, if that matters.
Yes, it does.
16.
Wow. All right. Pick one.
That one.
All right. Do a solid amount of damage to it, and you see chunks of rock and magma come flying off of the creature as it writhes and dips, or actually flies over, and dips back into the magma. All of the others run their course and fly over and do their stuff. This last one here, though, this one is stuck on the shell of the creature.
Kill that one.
It tries to like flail and roll, but Grok, you take your turn before it can get away.
Sure. So is it technically prone?
It is. It's immune to being prone, because it is
Okay.
not. It doesn't have a correct orientation ever.
Sure. I'll just cast Toll
Sure.
Dead on it.
It's a whiz save.
That's a wisdom save.
All right. Good thing
Save.
these things have incredible wisdom. Literally the best wisdom. It's a -1. Oh shit! Well,
Lol.
-1 wisdom still
succeed.
works when you roll a 19. So.
That sucks. Toll the Dead does that.
Oh, it does nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Unfortunate.
Cantrip.
Any other things that you would like to do?
After muttering curses underneath my orcish breath and orc. After fucking up on Toll the Dead for a little bit, I start coughing a bit.
Clear your throat next time, Orc.
I'll just see if I can protect my allies and get ready for the next one. That's end of my
Right.
turn.
At the end of everyone's turn, back at the top of initiative, your buddy moves.
Ya boy.
Oh.
I'm a
yeah,
sit
there
behind.
you go, Steve. I was just about to move you off. Moving slightly reduced speed. Again, this is reduced speed, and it makes it to here.
Less doable. I got 14 feet to work
Oh,
with.
sorry, that is There you go.
Okay.
So
alright.
his reduced speed is 30 feet. Normally has a 60-foot swing speed.
All right. So,
And then this guy rolls off the magma.
all right. So I have a question.
Yes.
So, have you guys seen the Black Panther movie?
Just watched
No.
it. Literally, just yesterday I watched it.
Well, there's a scene in the trailer where he jumps off a car, and then he kind of just starts running up the side of a building.
Huh?
Oh yeah. Seems right.
Now, what my plan is to get to the wall to the south of me and pull a Black Panther up the side of the wall, and then launch myself towards the
Seems
turtle.
dead.
Now, first of all, seems
Now there-
rad. But
Hold on. Now, there's a few things that go in here because as a thief, I do not take any penalties to climbing, and I would like to know if I can reach the wall or if I just die instantly.
well, you are holding a bow in one hand, and let's say in your draw hand you have grasped a potion of Featherfall, if I remember correctly.
I already
Oh,
drank
you
it.
already drank it. All right.
I drank.
So
Yeah.
you fall at a rate of 60 feet per round, which means per turn that is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
10
Yeah. So you'll fall 10 feet per turn,
And it's 10 feet to the
and
wall.
it is 10 feet to the wall. So you will be
And I'm 14 feet
you will
up.
be 4 feet above. Let's round that up to 5 feet above the magma when you reach it.
Mhm.
So while normally, you wouldn't be able to have any air control, you do have these little draconic flaps just at the edges of your fingers and behind your ears and your head, and you flap and flail wildly because it's rad. I will allow you to have some amount of air control using the rising currents of air from the blazing hot magma, and slightly glide your way yonder this direction. Now I'm going to need a pretty fatty acrobatics check to see if you can pull off this insane feat that you described just earlier.
So, the second story work is a thief feature. It says climbing no longer costs extra movement, and you have advantage on climbing checks. Can I have advantage on
Absolutely.
this acrobatics check?
I will
yeah,
I will
let's
also
go.
just
Nice.
throw in there that you still have that bardic inspiration you might want to use.
Ooh, 24. I think I'm alright.
Wait, what did this accomplish?
Getting
I look like a badass, okay? That's what it accomplishes.
well, otherwise you certainly wouldn't have been able to reach the turtle again. There's no way. I gave you 10 feet of leeway here or there, but that's about all you were gonna get.
Oh, shit.
However, I'll let you fill in the description for exactly how insane this is. It seems like you have a better vision of it than I do.
Alright, so as I am launched into the air, I quickly realize that I am not going to make it back on that turtle, and Damien has failed me as the thrower that I thought he was from my previous experience. So I start flailing in motion to get to the wall, and as I dig my claws into the wall 5 feet above the lava, fire below me, getting my ass singed, I realize I have a good hold, and then I just start running up the wall like the fucking Matrix until I am 35 feet up the wall, and I jump towards where the turtle is. Actually, no, I wouldn't jump towards where the turtle is. I will jump as high in the air as I can and aim for the next worms that are going to pop out.
Oh, you're gonna jump on the back of the worm?
Go to the lava.
So
I'm so confused.
they are under the magma. I will make you make a perception check to see if you can infer where they're coming back up again, because you cannot see them.
I assume that they're going to attack the turtle.
You do, and correctly so. You see the ripples in the lava as they like swim under it or like writhe under it, but you cannot see them. You're looking through straight rock, and it's not like there's also the turtle that's swimming that's giving off its own waves as it swims down the lava. So you can only really infer where one might come up. I will need a perception check to see if you can find the correct location first.
But he's in
20.
cold. Oh.
Right here.
Okay, so I'm gonna stick near the wall, but I'm gonna put myself out into the air so it's not holding me back, and then I'm gonna unleash arrows and go back to the wall and just keep like running like a
You want to
madman.
place yourself a little bit closer to the turtle, or did you just go straight up?
I would go like maybe 5 feet to the side.
Okay.
So other than that, I went straight up.
So just to get this straight, if this is like a cross section of the tunnel, turtle's over here. You're like up here on the wall.
I would then be 60 feet up, and then I would launch to the other side of the wall, and I would keep running alongside the turtle.
Oh, okay. So you're like way the fuck up here.
Yep.
All right. Sounds legit. How about you, in addition to that bardic inspiration, dump on a regular inspiration as well.
Woo, let's go.
Playing with one's life often has a cost, but in this case, it also has a reward. Taole.
Mm.
It was so interesting to listen to. I was just like, all right, throw me up in the air, and then like the entire thing went from trying to hit the fucking worms to not dying so quickly and doing parkour off the fucking walls, and at the end of the day, I'm still fucking confused.
Excuse me, did anyone see the kobold do that stupid trick?
I can't
Steve.
hear you. I'm focusing.
Steve, I'm sorry.
It was interesting.
Damien, throw harder next time.
I just look sad.
All right, let me figure out what I'm gonna do here. So they're still underwater, right? Or in
Yes,
lava?
they are coming up. You don't know from where though.
I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration on Damien. I'm gonna continue beating my war drums. Protect me, swine!
God damn it. Can I reject Bardic Inspiration?
No, you cannot.
You are in awe of my ability to beat war drums.
Alright.
Well, you feel inspired in the least inspiring way possible. That is a bonus action, Tau. If you want to do a real action of any kind, even if it is ridiculous, you can do it. The backflip.
I do a backflip and continue.
All right,
playing.
acrobatics.
On the back of the turtle with the worms coming out the tail.
You do a backflip with the drums, and it does not impede your performance.
Oh shit!
Yes, witness me, I'm great.
Just as he does so, the rest of you who are like aware of any motion that potentially could be a worm popping up turn, assuming that Taolei's backflip is some creature, and you just see like an upskirt shot of just through his cape and his trousers of him doing a backflip and him landing back down. It's terrible.
Yes.
Somehow Damien, this somehow turns into a mode of inspiration. But anyways, it's your turn.
Wait, so is Taolei wearing his trousers again, or is he still wearing Grook's?
I believe you were wearing the priest's
God.
robes, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, the priest
Yes.
robes. Okay.
So I don't know what you're wearing under that, but
Nothing.
all right, thought so.
Oh,
This is-
It's really hot. It's really hot.
This
in
was
It is
this was
hot.
assumed, but I from the horse's mouth.
I'm in pain.
We're in a volcano.
I'm in pain.
Moving on. Anyways, Damien, it's your turn.
He's a huge penis.
Um,
It's huge. It's like it's an extra. appendage.
Unfortunately, it is actually canonically a larger than average.
Fucking.
Woo!
Steve, I'm sorry, and I'm gonna I'm gonna put my great axe like unsheath it or whatever. I'm just gonna
Wait.
like
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm gonna like pretend like hold my arms out, pretend like I'm trying to catch something, and honestly, whatever comes at me, I'm gonna grapple.
Oh shit. Okay.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Damien.
Psycho's gonna do the.
Beat it to death, or we're gonna have issues. I need to see you squeeze that motherfucker like wholeheartedly bear hug. Like, oh my god. It
Wait,
better be badass.
I have a question before we
Yep.
do that.
Oh, like
That above average for an elf, is that the same as above average for like an orc and like the bugbear? Just for reference, I'm just wondering.
10 inches. 10 inches!
It's long but quite thin and slender, just like regular elves. In high school, he was most notably known as Skinny Pete, which actually was my high school rap name. I was getting into the underground. They call me Skinny Pete.
Oh my god.
Steve, listen to me communicate with the turtle. Tell it to eat these things quickly.
Well, I'll do it on my turn. Don't worry. I'm focused.
Oh, we're screwed. Maybe.
My character's probably just sitting there, like just rethinking his life choices, how the fuck he got here, and how he saw an elf's ass and 10-inch penis.
Skinny penis.
Skinny penis. That's correct.
That's one word.
Anyways. So you're trying to catch the next thing that comes at you, and Psycho is holding his action for another attack on the nearest thing that comes to him. That makes it these creatures' turns again. Steve, your attack goes off as you see both of these two worms come up. These guys over here. Eject out of the magma once again. Pick your target as they launch themselves at your party in your fence.
Can I? Okay, alright.
Damien, 2 of them are lunging at you since you are the nearest to those 2.
Okay.
Let's go. 26.
Alright, pick a target.
That one.
Which one? Pick it again. The left or the top one? Okay.
Left one.
And that's... Oh, shit. And you do a lot of damage. Well,
Yeah,
you do a lot of damage when you roll 3 5s on your sneak attack. That's pretty good.
That's above average.
Average.
That's 26 magical damage. And Damien, you see both of them coming at you, but a magic arrow pierces directly through this creature's form, causing it to just turn into a shower of molten rock that goes all around you, doing no damage, but certainly scaring you. This creature just completely falls apart, falls into the magma, and bubbles away. God damn it, that was the one that I was using. Fuck. I believe it was 12.
I'm gonna try to avoid all the smoldering lava that's about to hit me and try to grapple this one right here.
Go ahead, and then it's gonna make a acrobatics check. Yep.
Nah.
Into my grasp.
All right. So you can't dodge away from the attack that it does. So you are taking the
fair.
1d6. Oh, sorry, the 2d6.
All right,
You're
that's
certainly taking the 6 bludgeoning and 1 fire. Your cape is taking the 1 fire.
fine. Okay.
And then the rest of them are going to attack after Psycho gets his attack of opportunity off, or the triggered attack off on the one next to him. These 24 is going to hit. Another fat bunch of damage. And then the creatures are going to make their attacks against all of you.
Protect me!
Only 3 of them remain that can do attacks, and their attacks are going in at Taole, Kira, and Grok in that order.
No!
Oh shit!
I got hit. That's a natural 20.
You got crit.
All right.
All of us got a hit.
Yes, you did. All right. Let's do this a couple times, and this one is going to be 2d6 plus 2d6 fire.
Please.
All right. So.
Ooh, wow.
Tao, somehow you took the most damage. You're taking 7 bludgeoning and 5 fire. You take 2, the cape takes 3.
Talk about below average.
Psycho is taking 6. His cape is taking more.
Alright.
And then
I'm still fine, but I'm sitting in single digits HP.
I have 9 HP.
Hey, same.
for the stream, can you guys go into your tokens and put in your health in the bar 1 so that we can see where you guys are at?
Is it the red square?
If you double click your thing, double click your token, you should see.
Oh, I
yeah.
see. I see.
So put blank out of blank so that people can see what your health is at.
I have 9. I forgot how to do it. 9 HP.
I see it. You're good.
There you go.
Right.
I'm over. I moved him over slightly so that.
Right.
I'm like fully grappling this one, like hog tying him, and Taole, hit this one.
Which one? Point to it, please.
The one,
The one he's holding in
it's
his hand.
it's like a floppy fish trying to escape. And I'm
Oh,
like,
you're the one you're holding. Sorry, I'm
burning floppy fish. It's like burning off your skin and everything.
Damien?
Where is it?
What kind of armor are you wearing?
I'm not wearing
All right,
any
cool.
armor. So
Oh
Good to know.
God.
You're fine. You're getting third-degree burns.
Okay.
You're fine. Gruck, it is your turn.
So
okay.
here's what I do. I fucking pull out my rapier and do a forward roll and jab my rapier forward and hopefully not stab my teammate through the
Awesome.
chest.
On your turn, you will do that. In the meantime, Gruck.
Oh, I thought it was my turn because he called me.
No, I believe he was just saying that.
No, he asked on his turn.
So, so the one that he's holding, oh fuck, dude. Oh shit, dude. Oh fuck, Batman.
Fuck Batman.
Yeah, I'll just hit it with the toll of the dead.
All right.
Man. I'll look at it and I'll start cursing in Orcish and religious like tongues. That is my fucking spell save PC. I want to die.
That's a bunch of magma right there. If you want.
So minus what he saved twice.
It saved twice.
The fish are wise.
Steve,
I want to do full damage to it because my mace isn't enchanted. My armor is though. All right. I'll send my turn.
Steve.
Turtle moves.
Oh, that's correct. Thank you. Turtle moves with this extra magma worm.
You just want to die, don't you?
I mean, it's very important to how my character survives that the turtle moves. Because if he forgets and that turtle moves like 80 feet, I'm done.
You guys approach a huge new area that you only just now realized that you've into. The dragon turtle also seems like he's slowing down here, as if allowing you to stop and get off. Once he reaches this huge magma platform, he also raises his flippers up above the magma, allowing you to cross over the very hot, there's still really chunks of lava all over his appendages, but just enough for you to run off of it like a platform. As you carry down the river of magma, you spot on your right a set of giant stone doors. The doors are carved with intricate geometric patterns, carved at strange angles, and along with bizarre half-formed runes. While any sort of landing that once stood in front of them appears to have long since been destroyed or washed away by the magma, a thick skin of hardened volcanic rock has formed over the river of fire, creating a 60-foot wide platform. 60-foot wide platform in front of the door. Steve, you're
All
good.
right.
Good luck, idiot.
Alright, so I'm currently 30 feet up. How far up does the is the ceiling?
I'm gonna say that the arched ceiling goes up probably to 35-40 feet at its highest point above the level of the magma. This platform is a little bit thicker than that. It's probably like 5 feet thick above the actual surface. So if you were falling from like the highest point in the arch, you'd be falling 30 feet down onto the platform. 35-40 into the magma.
Alright, so I'm going to make an acrobatics roll to see if I can actually walk around.
So if you're just if you're just climbing at this point and not doing any crazy acrobatics, you should be fine. But now you can do it while doing somersaults if you'd like.
Yeah, I want to keep running sideways against the wall around the corner, and then keeping an eye out on the turtle to see if the worms are going to pop out again. I'm assuming it's a perception.
Yes.
He was drawing the flippers.
I'm drawing them blue because the picture's blue, but he is a red dragon turtle. Yeah, you feel like you got a spot on where one of these creatures might come out at. Or at least you look at where they're going, and it doesn't seem like they are... the ripples in the magma tell you that they're not surfacing yet. Like, they haven't made the same loop as they did last time. They don't look like they're going to eject out over the platform.
All right. Well, I will just 5. I will just run along the side of the wall and prepare an attack if one of them jumps out.
Okay.
But I take note of their movement patterns.
Right.
And end my turn.
For now, I'm actually just going to hide these. Yeah, it's like... Owlette, your turn. You seem to have arrived at some kind of destination, and the dragon turtle is giving you an opportunity to get off.
I fucking roll and stab that lava worm elemental.
Awesome. Go ahead.
Roll 1, please.
I will
Please.
give you advantage because it is restrained and also grappled.
Okay, so how do I roll with advantage
you-
here? Do I just
If
roll
you
twice?
go on your character sheet, there should be a toggle at the top of it, right above like your speed and stuff. Click advantage and then click rapier.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There you go, 22.
Nice.
All right, so how do I roll the damage?
Click the rapier in the chat. Click the...
Oh.
There you go.
Nice.
And not an insignificant amount of damage either, although again, the creature seems to resist some of your damage as it's made of rock. Actually, is this rapier magical
Okay.
by any chance?
It just says rapier in
Okay.
my character sheet, so I assume
it is
not.
not.
It's 1d8 plus 3.
Nice. You actually rolled max damage too.
Oh, I did.
So a
Neat.
sick somersault and a stab later, you are actually over here. Just being close to the thing is incredibly hot. Your ash cloak protects you from fire damage, but this is just merely uncomfortable. Damien, it's your turn, and at the start of your turn, you're taking some fire damage.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Taking 3, your cloak is taking 3.
Yeah, and then I take half of that.
Oh, right, because you're resistant to fire as well. So you're taking 1, the cloak is taking 3.
Okay. Best I can.
to death!
Yeah, I'm gonna. I guess
Yes.
I'm just gonna.
with your meaty bicep!
I'm just gonna punch it as hard as I can. I guess. I don't have a roll for punch.
I will say it's probably just strength, no proficiency. Plus the d20. I'll give you advantage because you have it restrained. So d20 plus strength at advantage.
It's a little wiggly.
It is a little wiggly, and it's kind of hard to punch something when your skin is kind of fused to it due to the heat. It hurts a little bit.
Oh my
Oh, that's fucking disgusting.
god damn it. Yeah, that's my turn.
Hell was not prepared. You
Let it go! Let it go, Tammy!
Don't let it go, it'll kill me!
There are other fish in the sea!
I'm holding on to this thing, dude. I'm wrangling it.
All right. Psycho. It's their turn. I'm gonna say that Psycho would probably be heroic enough to come over here, and
Hit the immobile lava rock thingy.
well,
very
the brain-
heroic!
The bravery!
that, and then probably tell everyone or command everyone as the de facto leader of the group to get on to the to the hardened rock platform rather than be on the dangerous lava turtle. But he is gonna hit this. He's supposed to roll with advantage. All right, rolls with advantage and misses. And then, of course, just decides to use the rest of his movement to get over here. Asking, or really demanding that everyone else follow in his stead. Something, 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 safety, something, 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 leaves, something, something, Psycho Hero.
Something.
Kisusei. Right.
Is he saying run? Run, run,
Is it those
run.
creatures' turns?
Yes, it
again?
is.
'Cause-
Thank you for reminding me, although I did know. This was back. The creature in your arms, Damien, can only try to escape. So he's going to do that.
Okay.
I don't think.
Not
I don't
today.
think that
No,
you can
that-
Wrestling, boys.
possibly fail
we
against
need to
that.
sit down for a little
Where
bit.
do you think you're going?
Hold up. We need to wait. Shy has rolled like 5 ones
It's true.
Yeah.
alone.
So
And we've rolled like 10 20s.
Exactly.
That's fucking nuts that you've rolled them.
Pity
once, though. Like, really. Pity. No, fuck you.
So these
Ah,
creatures emerge out of the magma, and they don't actually look like they're targeting the people on the turtle anymore. In fact, two of them are flying over at Psycho. They're just leaping out of the magma over onto the platform, or above, like arcing above the platform, trying to skewer him in the same way they were before, or I guess slam into him. This last one
Not my
is
boss.
gonna actually fly up here and try to finish off Gruck.
No!
Oh shit!
Yeah, that'll
Oh
hit.
shit!
Call him a low roller. Max damage.
Gruck!
No!
Oh, it's not pretty. Look away.
You are only taking 6 because 2 of that goes to your club.
So that is. That's 6. I'm good.
Steve, your attack of opportunity or your attack trigger goes off. You can hit any of the 3 that are, or any of the 4 that you can see.
I'm gonna try and save Tao Lei because Psycho Kira is badass and he's the boss man. Meow. Meow. That's right, I'm saving your man.
Woo!
That one right there.
Which one?
The one that was attacking Tao Lei. That one.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's holding
The one
holding a
I'm
hand.
Oh, that's the one you're grappling.
He's-
Oh, I thought
No,
that was
that's
attacking.
good though,
Oh,
because it's hurting him.
He
every
is holding
turn,
a handful of rubble and rock that just crumbles out of his grip.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I would shoot that one then.
Well, I mean, I was assuming that what you just did was actually on this one, because that would have killed it. Otherwise,
Yeah, I would not shoot the one that is being grappled
Okay.
because I'm assuming that they have a plan. I would shoot the one that went for
you are
Gruff.
making some very brave assumptions that I'm not going to question.
I believe in my team. I shoot the one that went for
Yeah.
Gruck.
This guy right here.
Good luck, team.
So that one is taking a bunch of damage. Actually, this would also kill him. So now this one is the one that goes Ekisuse. Meanwhile, over here in the fuck zone, 2 attacks both miss Psycho, and the creatures land on this rocky platform, and instead of like just flopping around like fish out of water, they use their pointy-headed, pierced faces to just burrow through the rock.
Ew!
Holy shit. Did they leave holes? Or did they just, like, fuse and stuff?
Oh, do they leave holes?
Oh shit!
Oh,
Whoops.
no.
Oh, they leave like actual holes. Oh
I
shit!
accidentally brought the wrong one off of this guy. That guy over there.
Oh, no.
So yeah, they totes leave holes, and it's not great. Psycho and the rest of you, actually Steve, you would be able to see at this distance, so you're high up and have the vantage point. The cracks that it makes in the platform are kind of make the whole thing wobble a little bit in the magma that it's sitting on. This is
Oh, shit.
definitely not a stable platform.
Everybody, go, go, go! Get inside! Get inside!
Alright, so, my character, after looking horrible right now, I'm at 3 HP. I probably have singe marks on the side of me, blood just trickling down me. I'm breathing heavily because of how fucking hot I am. I will attempt to move right over here, and as I get over into this direction, as I jump off to towards this, and I'll look over to the door, and I'll start running towards it. And what's stopping me from action dashing to it, as I just stop. And you hear my character just start heavily breathing as I start getting Vietnam flashbacks. This is the last time I opened the door. I'll stare at it. I'll turn around and see the nearest creature I possibly can. That is the worm. cast Toll the Dead on it once again.
Gruck, there are these weird inscriptions that mark the outside of this huge double stone door. They seem completely alien and foreign to you, yet all the same you believe that you can. And then, just as they come to the forefront of your brain, you begin to lose it, and it's gone. And then suddenly you feel like, no, but, oh yeah, it's somehow imposing or like invoking this image and emotion in your mind, as if you were staring into the night sky, but can't read it. You can only get ideas from it. And then, of course, the thing needs to make a wisdom save, which of course it will make because it's got a
I'm ready
-1.
just to fucking just succeed. I'm ready to see a natural 20 right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, look at that!
I'll leave. Okay. I was about to get up. And
Give me the
leave.
damage.
If it's been
It has
damaged,
been.
it takes 12 points in the cross.
All right. That is enough to end it.
I mutter an incantation under my mouth that sounds weirdly
Sexual?
that sounds very no. You know what? Fuck it. We're rolling with it. Yes, weirdly sexual. Because when I get in those situations, I just have a full-on raging pork boner.
Now
I'm
is it
rolling with
bigger or smaller than Talalay? That's what we need to figure out. We need this for the canon, okay?
You want to roll for it?
You want to roll
You
for
want
it?
to roll? Just roll
Roll a
like
d20 to
Yeah.
determine the size
Yeah,
of
yeah.
your
Yeah, no,
penis.
hold on. The upper bounds of penis size is not a 20. I will give you a D12 at best.
He's an orc. He's an
D12
orc.
plus your con modifier.
D12
Push your
plus
con!
con
Oh, shit!
modifier. All right, respectable. Let's do that.
Mine's already 10 inches.
You
Be
haven't
10,
you haven't
bitch.
rolled.
Come on.
There you go.
Yours may be 10 inches and long. His is 10 inches and half orc.
Say it!
Half orc with everything that implies. And I'll just leave that up to you as your turtle friend closes the gap a little bit, allowing everyone to move a little bit less, basically parking itself once it realizes that everyone has taken its suggestion and gotten off of its shell.
Yeah, that'll actually not at the end of my turn. Bonus action. I'm going to healing word.
That's a good one.
As that is my last first level.
What is
spells.
the word?
The word the same as it's always been. Periwinkle. As get in the way of me. It's really hard for me to concentrate right now. Spells, things, stuff. Where's that?
In the meantime, Steve, it's your turn.
Are there chains on this platform similar to the ones previously?
Interesting observation. Make a perception check. So there are definitely some spots along on either side of the giant stone doors where like large holes in the cave walls that huge spiked chains like the ones that you had seen before could have definitely been in here. Although you note that the door is kind of on a similarly black obsidian platform like the last one that you guys found on or were on, but it is broken away entirely, and this magma platform has formed in its shape or in its stead. You also get that same feeling that Grok had before about this weird, almost nostalgic familiarity with the weird runes, symbols that are all over it, and yet you still don't. You're familiar with it, don't know exactly what it is. You just get this feeling once again of like looking at the starry night sky.
Can I can I see if the worms are coming back for like another go around, or does it look like we're relatively safe as it is?
You believe that it is entirely possible that they might now be under the platform, and you have clearly seen that has not stopped them at all.
Okay, that's a little spooky. I'm gonna stay 35 feet up. I'm just gonna like climb around the wall.
Okay.
And I'll prep an action to shoot the first one that I see.
LA. Sorry, were you gonna do something else?
No, I think
I rolled down the flipper. Skirt. And then I stand up and brush myself off. And then I shove Psycho Kira a little bit. Not enough to go in the lava. And then I look at the door.
Very similar feelings as everyone else got. You clearly remember lots of things about what you believe that this might mean, but they escape you as if a dream that you've only just woken up from.
I kick the door.
You are 5 feet away from it still, I believe.
I kick the door.
Do not have that much movement.
God! I kicked the air at the door!
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just
in
Roundhouse.
frustration.
just barely out of reach.
Yeah.
You do have an action, so if you want to do something else until then, holding an action, for instance, is totally valid.
I hold an action. Can I hold an action to like roll out of the way if one of these motherfuckers tries to kill
If you
me?
want to just like protect yourself, you can take the dodge action, which just means you're focusing your entire turn on avoiding any incoming damage. It gives disadvantage to anything that would attack you until the beginning of your next turn.
Okay, I do that. I curl up into a
All right,
ball.
you're dodging. Damien.
Attempting to peel this thing off me a little bit. I'm still holding it.
It's mostly rubble at this point.
Oh, no fun. Okay. I'm just gonna run up to the door and like attempt to open it.
Right. Very similar feelings as to everyone else. And Dorizo for everything. Can you see all that?
Yeah.
See some stairs nowhere. Other door.
Allow me to tell you what you can see.
Okay.
On the other side of the door is an antechamber that opens 20 feet in front of you. The walls, ceiling, and floor of this chamber are covered by a mosaic of fine stones, arranged in a chaotic and haphazard manner. Together, these form shapes that are almost recognizable, yet at once foreign and bizarre. The colors are green, blacks, and deep blues, atypical of the runes that you've seen thus far in the temple. They evoke symbols of eyes, teeth, and something altogether alien. Feel as if the patterns are watching you. A set of double doors lies on the opposite side of the entrance. Can you please make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Okay.
Render him catatonic!
Oh shit.
That is good? Question
Yeah,
mark?
You make a thing. I make a D100 roll on a table. It's fine.
Oh god.
Okay.
One's usually bad on D100 tables, my man.
It depends on how the table's arranged. Damien, please
Depends.
check your messages.
It's a 50-50.
Messages on Discord or
I would assume so. He's typing something out.
oh, okay.
You feel as though you will die soon.
That was on roll 20, so keep your eyes off the stream. Fucking stream sniping something.
Okay, I have my
Why,
glasses.
what-
I'm
what
putting
is
him
this
anyway.
thing?
I can't
You're
even see fucking
All
90
right.
feet in front of
All
me.
right.
I look in the room, but I like turn back to the group and I just start. I like prepare an action just in case one of those things jumps out.
Right.
With my great axe.
Psycho is going to run up and hop up on here and prepare an action as well. And then... Boop, boop. Guess who's back?
No!
Right,
We're chilling.
one here. One here.
Save me!
20 and 24. What was that you were saying earlier about rolling too many ones?
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, you say that right after you roll a 1, so it kind of like lacks that punch.
I'm gonna die.
No, you're not. You're gonna go unconscious.
I have.
I'm gonna bleed
one-
out.
Then
I
you're
have
gonna die.
One second level spell.
All right. That is. I'm going Steve and then Tau.
I'm 35 feet up.
Oh,
What
that
do
is-
you mean? I never
That
came
is
down.
correct. You are way the fuck up there. This one is just gonna not. This one's gonna fuck off and die then.
So what did
Yeah.
what did taking the dodge action help? you
Oh,
with
sorry. That is
Oh yeah,
incorrect.
that's disadvantage.
I need to roll another thing on you because that is my bad. Thank you for reminding me.
here? No, I genuinely forgot.
It
what
gives
did,
disadvantage
so-
on the thing, anything that would attack you until your next turn.
Also gives you advantage in dexterity saving.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Does a 15 still hit?
Does a
Please,
15 hit
Dad.
you?
No, yeah.
All right, still get hit.
Damn.
Wait, hang on.
Maybe you should have armor on.
Hang on.
Uh-huh.
I think I have 16 because of the ring of protection that I got, but it's not showing on my character sheet because I never updated it.
Let me
How do I calculate?
Let me check.
How
for
do I
you.
calculate?
You're wearing leather
Okay.
armor, which
Yeah.
gives you 11 plus Dex, which you have 3 of, so you go up to 14, and then you have 15
Okay.
from the ring of protection.
Oh,
Now-
it's +1. Okay.
Okay.
I'm unconscious.
So I don't want to throw him under the bus, but we just finished discussing how he's naked.
Oh wait.
Where is that leather armor being still?
I'm wearing assless chaps that are also
How much
crotchless.
damage? He took 10 damage.
Took
total.
10 damage
Yeah,
total.
minus
So that-
1.
So you would be taking.
You should have one.
Oh wait, hang on.
You should have
yeah,
one
Yep,
HP.
your
Yeah, I do have. I do have one.
so your cape
Yeah.
takes 2, and then you take 6. Yeah, when were you at 9?
Yeah,
Hang
If
on.
you're at 9, then you
One
took
sec.
6, so you should be at 3. Cape takes 2.
I did it. I fall onto my side and begin weeping a little bit.
I'm gonna take my shot at the one at Tale.
Help me, you coward!
Oh shit!
Oh.
Goodbye.
It's only 20.
Only 20? It's only 20. Goodbye.
You know, I rolled 2 1s. You know, it's the lower end.
God damn it! I deleted the one that was the one that literally, yeah, every time. It's fucking the worst.
I put it in manually because I was doing it so much. I just put it in like a word.
On my sessions, I have like literally like 30 icons in one map, and I do that. I have done that shit at least 3 times so far, and it's it is infuriating.
All right, Ruck, it is your turn. Everyone is still alive, albeit barely.
All right.
What do you mean? I
I am
haven't been
going
touched.
to. I am going to try to go right up to here, and while passing by, I'll tap Tale on the shoulder and give him a blast spell.
As you do, please make a Wisdom saving throw because you're entering this thing that you saw. You're just taking a look at this room.
That is a 10.
Cool. Okay.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on Tale
Yep.
as I walk by him.
Alright.
So Moon, you take 16 points of healing.
Oh. Maybe you aren't so bad after all, smelly half orc.
I'm a full orc, by the way.
He knows that.
Even better. As I walk by you, I grab onto your shoulder, and as I release Cure Wounds, the energy that comes by you, you're kind of used to it now, but you see the radiant, flaming energies that begin to heal you. As you say this to me, I look at you. Hey, motherfucker! Oh, never mind. As I
That's him laughing.
walk- clarification.
Good job.
Oh shit! I'm waiting to see how I get fucked.
fuck, man?
Oh, God. I was looking at chat while while Jester brought up the Black Panther reference. And I watched people type in Moon 2C for Wakanda. I lost it. Never in my life. I fucking lost it, dude.
Hey, that's against Twitch TOS now. You can't do that.
That shit had me in tears. Like I wasn't laughing.
Wakanda forever!
Steve, it is your turn. One creature you know remains beneath the surface of the magma.
Kill it and its family, Steve. Give in to your dark side. Let it wash over your consciousness. Kill them all.
Damn. Taking that
Tele, we need to talk about your repressed feelings, alright?
taking that chaotic evil to heart.
The only thing I want to talk about is how I
Whoa,
got
whoa,
nothing.
hold on. I want to call to the turtle.
Tell it I hate it.
Interconic. I don't know when it
It
disappeared.
would have just taken its turn before you went, and it was just trying to submerge back under.
Turtle!
Yes.
Hold on.
You get literally a split second while it can still hear you before.
What is your name?
Make a perception check as it says something while going underneath the surface of the water. You hear something along the lines of, unclear. Something like maybe.
Shelly it is.
Quit conspiring with the turtle, you dumb kobold!
I'm going to kind of just like chill on my perch and just wait and see if the worm shows
I'll
up.
like
Can I forcefully move my teammates?
You can
so
move through
I
us.
will. You can move
Okay.
through them, but you cannot stop in the
Hold
same
on,
space
hold
that
on.
they do. I will also. Hang on. Let me just say this.
I have an idea. I'm gonna crawl on my stomach, army man style, between their legs into the
Well,
room.
as you do this, I will just mention that part of the old platform that used to exist here does still attach to the base of the door, right here.
Would you say Tally passes by me?
Certainly, yes. You would have to pass by.
That's not ominous.
When you pass by me, I'm absolutely terrified. Like I look like I have seen a ghost.
I close my legs.
Oh, God,
I go around. I slither up the part of the platform, and then wriggle my way between Psycho's legs.
He doesn't seem to stop you. He's also like very, very keen on just looking at this room, and like almost frozen in place. You just hear him muttering something lightly under his breath while you're climbing between his legs. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. You guys ready for this shit,
There have
boys?
been 2 wisdom saving throws, both of which I have failed, even though I have a +7 in it.
Nice.
Guess what my wisdom is?
I mean, I
I'm
know
ready. Isn't it negative? Please tell me it's a
Not great.
negative.
It's a.
Oh no! Wait, no.
Certainly not making that with advantage.
Oh shit.
Oh,
shit.
Whatever. It's a 19.
No, it's a 4.
No, that's
Oh wait. Okay. I'm cool
Don't
with
forget
this.
to untoggle the advantage.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Hang on, let's do a little.
You can also put it to query every time you roll.
How? The cog.
Yeah, if you go to the cog, it should be like one of the options,
It's on the top right. It says roll queries.
and you do query advantage.
Okay.
It should
I did
it'll bring up the question every time. Check your messages. Oh, I guess he's writing a stream. Turn away.
Oh my god.
I will link you to exactly what that means in a sec because I don't think you know the official rules for that.
Okay.
One sec. Yeah, there it is. And I'll message to you. I'll message that to you so the stream can see it as well.
Well, the chat box cut off a little bit for them. They can't read it at
Oh,
all.
that's true.
Screen looker!
Also, yeah, screen looker.
He's cheating!
Oh, well, that totally wasn't in a whisper. Whoops.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, Talate, you kind of just freeze right underneath Psycho's legs.
Right where he lay.
Hang on, let me get this.
it's not as big as mine,
Hang on.
but it's just as impressive.
You just get a real close up for the stream there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, this has been interesting.
All right, Damien.
I guess I'm just gonna stay in guard and let Steve go through.
I'm holding guard for you. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'll just hold my action again for like anything that comes.
Okay. Psycho, strangely behaving a lot like Moon is, or a lot like Taolei is right now. Doesn't seem to really want or be capable to take an action, and just stands in the middle of the doorway. And then have this guy's turn. With Jex out of the rock one more time. Steve, you get your triggered action comes off.
Do I have? Is he moving into range of 5 feet with an ally, or is he just fucking up the platform?
No, it's jumping up. It's going to attack Damien, but both of your attacks go off
Ah,
first.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gone.
There we go.
Oh shit.
Again, Damien, you are showered in rubble and rock. It's kind of hot, and it like dances off of you and like ow, ow. But otherwise, you are safe.
Easy 36.
That's a lot of damage.
With my nervous boner completely just out, I immediately look at the room and I action dash and run away. Like I want to move about right there.
Where are you going, Rook? I like start to walk out. It's not safe.
The mouth. What was that? I turn around and I point toward the room. Do not. He just starts walking towards me. Obviously, as you walk towards me, you see my orcish boner just piercing out. As I am currently shaking.
Question: how do you pop the chat out?
In
you
roll
pop
20? I don't know. I've never
Okay,
tried.
Continue.
Trying to avoid this large orc's boner. I'm just gonna go up and slap him in the face.
This cures you of your.
What's wrong?
I look over. There was a mouth in the room. It was coming. Teeth and a huge gaping maw. It scared me.
I think you have other issues to worry about. And I like point down.
After noticing I'm on the wonky platform, you'll slowly see my boner die out as I grab onto you awkwardly. Let's go! Like, not even noticing that I even have a boner type thing. Like, it's just like, oh, that's there, and he doesn't even notice it. As I just grab onto your shoulder and
Oh my
start off towards the room.
god. All right.
Shat, when you dragged the chat and made it bigger, it actually showed more of the chat on
It
stream.
does, but it's got some other weird Not perfect. I know that you can pop out the chat. I've shot it.
Let's figure this out as a team. Hang on.
Teamwork makes the
How
dream
to
work.
pop out roll 20 chat. Jump to pop out chat.
Cool. That helps.
Cannot pop out text chat to a new window. To do this, simply double click on the chat icon at the top right of your virtual table.
Same.
Oh,
there
yeah,
it is.
dude. Whoa.
Hey, easy clap.
Yeah!
Fucking Google, man.
Give
Cheat
Moon
it.
inspiration.
Oh yeah, I remember why I did it like not like that, because then it's 2 windows, but I got it. It's fine. Not window capturing anymore. Go. Now they're fine.
You can
They can see it.
yeah, you can hide the yeah.
I got you, man. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing.
Hey, stop cheating, Moon. You're reading all their other crap.
He can't read.
Actually, I can't.
Anyways, where were we?
Perfect. It looks great.
I think everyone has like a thing going on right now. So I'm going to walk into the room upside down.
All right. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Walk like from the roof. What the hell is wrong with you guys? Jeez.
Make a wisdom saving throw as you look inside of the.
I'm going to.
We're all just
Hold on,
Nope,
hold on,
y'all are
hold on.
bad.
Hold on. I'm adding D8.
That's good.
Okay. I don't have any other way to cheat. That's all I got.
All right.
If
I like
anyone
how-
said, if anyone said anything to me, I was AFK getting water for like 20
No, no one
seconds.
said anything to you.
Good.
So, just for reference, we've rolled like non-stop 20s this entire time,
You have, bitch.
and then we all failed this wisdom. I keep strolling into the room.
Right. You're walking on the ceiling.
Yeah.
How does that work exactly?
I am gripping with my
Okay.
claws.
Well, as soon as you get
And-
to, well, let's just hang on. Give me 1 sec. As soon as you get to the actual, like here.
I accidentally hit refresh.
It's okay. As soon as you get to the doorway itself, that's why I was. Yeah. As soon as you get to the doorway itself, the stone is then flagstone and this intricately colored, this mosaic pattern carved into and colored in stone. It's basically like cobblestone laid on top of the regular carved, rock here. And it's smooth, and you'd have no handholds for you to grip onto. You would have to either go onto the floor, unless you had something like spider climb that would allow you to climb.
Now, I'd flip front forward, like I'd flip like a regular person, and then just start walking in, looking around.
Perception check, please.
As he's doing this, I'm gonna try to walk towards the room.
That's
itself.
performance.
I'm gonna lightly step inside, seeing if anything happens. See if I see the mouth that I saw.
Yeah. Both of you. Well, let's just say that you walk in a step.
Anything happen?
Yeah, both of you need to make dex saving throws.
Oh, my
I don't-
best.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. This room seems fine.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
my expertise.
Oh, fantastic. Steve? Dex
Mhm.
save?
Do we notice our two companions off into the back just not moving?
Yeah, they're like frozen in. However,
They're being weird. Don't worry about it.
Gruk, why is Psycho riding Taule?
Don't look! Don't look! And I'll try to cover his eyes like a concerned parent as I try to turn around as whatever the fuck you're doing happens.
You hear
Man, these humanoids and their weird mating rituals, man.
so as soon as both of you step out onto the actual, or into the actual room, you activate a trap, a pit, that opens up the entirety of the floor of this chamber, save for a 2-foot border around the very edge. And the whole floor opens up, drops 20 feet into a huge pit of spikes. Gruck, you fall in. Steve, you don't fall in, but Gruck, you can make another dex save to see if you can grab the ledge before actually impacting and impaling yourself.
Dex save?
Yeah, dex save.
I'm
The first
fine.
one was for to see if you would actually fall in.
Grog, no.
The second one
I'm dead as shit.
is to fall properly into the pit.
Oh shit.
Gruck,
Is he dead?
you're
Oh, I'm
you're falling, not dead.
I try to like immediately like I'm like right there. I'm trying to fucking grab it before he falls.
I mean, I'm the closer one, but
I will, Steve.
true.
If you want to use your inspiration to try to catch your huge enormous friend,
yes,
go
sir.
ahead. I'll let you use that to cheat the rules a little.
So how do you want to cheat
You
this?
use your inspiration that I gave you earlier for your sick acrobatic maneuvers, and then I will let you try to make a acrobatics check to catch him.
to catch him. All right.
Actually, athletics, because he's fat.
Okay. All right, so let's roll back just a little
Sure.
bit. So when we encountered those ghost things way back when, and they sapped my strength.
Ah,
Is that still
that
going?
lasts for an hour. I would say at this point it has been over an hour. So your strength returns after an hour of doing whatever. And you guys did spend a lot of time going around the temple exploring. You should have your strength back at this point.
Okay.
So anybody else who also got hit, I think
no.
Taule, yeah, you also got strength drained, correct?
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
strength-
meeting.
your strength should go back to what it was before.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
Taking a little fall.
And as I begin to fall, start having like death, like my life flashes before my eyes type thing.
Wait, are you rolling advantage?
We're cheating the rules with inspiration, so I don't think I would have advantage on that.
Correct? You fall down onto a bed of spikes. Take 6 piercing damage.
Huh.
And then you fall between some spikes, not fully being impaled, slamming against them. They definitely are made of like metal, but they're really like dull and not taken care of or sharpened or anything. And then you like slide, well, like in a, like a terrified, horrific scream. Tuck yourself like, oh wait, you're, and then slide down.
I'll give a huge orcish like cry that almost like echoes down the halls.
And then you fall, and then you hit the bottom of the spike pit, and then it's dark.
I have dark vision. Can I see anything?
You are
You
unconscious.
have no
aren't you?
idea,
No, I'm not.
Gruck, you have no idea where you are. Everyone else, you see Gruck fall into the spike pit, get moderately impaled, slide down the spikes until he hits the bottom, the base of the pit, and then whoop, disappears.
Grog, no! And I just like
A moment
hide
later,
at the edge.
you hear the sound of a very loud thud from above you. The ceiling shakes and dust like flakes off of it and falls down. Gruck, you wherever you are that's dark, it's weird because you fall another few feet and then slam hard on the ground.
I'll look around for a little bit if I can with my dark vision.
You are
Is there
looking
anything I see?
from the floor, which is not covered in spikes at all, up at the ceiling, which is covered in spikes.
What's going on? I'll try to cast some magic before noticing that nothing comes out for a little bit. as I'm completely drained. I'll cast guidance on myself to pass the time for a bit, as I try to get up.
Psycho and Taole, at this point, you were no longer stunned.
So I hear the sound, the thud. I look up.
Yep.
Is it a roof?
It is a roof. You also notice that the make another perception. Turning off everyone's names just because it's overlapping on everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, you notice the there's this very similar border around the room up top on the ceiling, just like on the bottom here. You can tell that the floor up there, probably a trapdoor just like this one.
Taole!
What?
I need you to be useful for once.
You'll have to excuse me, I just had the most euphoric dream!
Can you cast Featherfall?
No!
Why not?
Fine. I slap him on the back
Oh, God!
and totally cast that spell on him.
Okay. Well, you have to do you do that once he's in the air, but yeah, it does work.
I'm not jumping in.
What are you doing then?
I'm gonna take a rope. I'm gonna tie it around myself. I'm gonna start to hand it out to Damien. I'm gonna stop. Go. I'm gonna hand it to Psycho.
Grabs it.
What?
And then I'm gonna like try to like jump my way around the pit and make it to the bottom safely. And I'm gonna instruct Psycho. If I tug twice, pull me back.
Okay.
I am jumping into the pit.
Okay.
What are you all doing?
Damien?
I'm saving my friend.
That's a pen of spikes, you moron!
Grub! And I just leap
Okay. You take some
Do I hear this?
you hear a very muffled sound of familiar voices below you, yelling, arguing. Damien, you take 9 piercing damage, landing in the bed of spikes, and then sliding down just like your friend Gruck did, and then to the rest of you, you see him. Whoop!
What the hell?
Damien,
I'm going to investigate.
Damien, you hit the bed of spikes. It's painful. You slide down them until you hit the floor, and then it's dark. Fall another few feet, slamming hard on the ground in front of you. Beside you, you hear the sound of Gruck wheezing.
Grug, are you okay?
Where the fuck did you come from? Oh, I'm sorry.
I jumped after you.
Yeah, I'll stare at him for a little bit, and I'll look at him at a puppy that's done something very dumb and wrong, but I can't hate him because it's a puppy. And I'll be like, oh. I'll rub my eyes for a little bit. I'll give him like a half hug. Oh, thank you. And I'll sit back down for a little bit and just lay. Oh, I can't move.
I'm just handmaiding him again with little to no avail.
The rest,
As I am lowering down into the pit.
I will say one last thing. You do hear another very loud thud from above you on the ceiling.
Oh.
Lower me down.
Psycho goes to the edge and is feeding you rope as you were climbing down. I'll move you over just a little.
I'm not going to touch the ground. But when I get there, I'm going to investigate.
Arcana instead. How about that?
Roger.
Yes, some magic probably.
Hmm.
You think for a bit and you go, well, they're not invisible. Be able to hear them whining if they were. They're not here anymore. Either they're dead, that's what happens when you die, or magic. You hear Psycho yell from above you. A wizard probably did it.
Wow! Thank you for the input, Psycho!
Good
Does
job.
anybody else
That
have
was-
anything beneficial?
Lower him into the pit some more, please.
This is a very powerful wizard.
Wow, thank you!
You're welcome.
Does anybody have anything useful to add before I touch this?
Touch it, you pussy!
All I hear is pussy.
You do actually hear a very
Big locker.
loud, elvish words.
Real.
Elvish person say "pussy" quite loudly, even through the muffled, damp. Sure, it's damp now. The muffled sound that you hear through the floor, which is apparently damp with sweat and
Blood.
Sure.
Totally is interesting. Man, don't you say Steve. Oh, no, Steve. My bad. I'm forgetting your name.
Damien.
Probably.
Alright,
I'll chuckle a little bit from that response, and I'll get up. Let's see where we are. And I'll
Hold on, I
start-
want to go.
Oh, my apologies.
No.
I've been laying on the ground for like a million years. I stand up and after I wait, has Steve been lowered into it?
He's
completely?
being lowered as you take your action.
I'm gonna watch what happens. All right, continue.
Steve?
My allies have added absolutely nothing useful. I'm drawing my own conclusions here. I'm gonna put my hand on the ground.
It's dark,
Whoop.
and then you fall about 10 feet,
Featherfall.
and then you slam hard on the ground.
Featherfall. You cast Featherfall on me.
Featherfall works when you are falling up until you hit the ground of some surface. You cannot cast it while you are still on the ground. So if
No, he cast it before I was even
Yeah,
lowered.
I wouldn't cast
Yeah,
it anyway.
it
First
would
of all.
have,
Second of all, as soon as he disappears, I lift up my clerical robes and pee into the pit where I last saw
Okay.
him.
the well, normally I would be able to like kind of fudge around the weirdness. You literally cannot cast Featherfall unless somebody is airborne.
Oh. That potion was useless.
Well, you can
Alright.
you can drink it, but you just have to be in the air.
Alright. Understandable.
Yeah, you fall 10 feet.
Fine.
Psycho watches somewhat in horror as Taolai just pees into the pit. The rest
What? I have to go really bad. Please look away, you monster.
The rest of you, you hear another thud near you somewhere, followed by the sound of trickling water.
There's a way out. There's
You
a
guys
cave
hear that?
to buy. Water. Start
It-
rushing towards the
It's
sound.
fresh.
A golden shower.
I'll start rushing towards the sound of water.
You you reach what you think is a leak or a stream or something coming from above.
Do I see it?
You have dark vision, so it's colorless. Yeah, it
Colorless?
smells
Okay.
like
Ooh.
smells.
It's
Sp-
like
asparagus?
I'll come. Can I get a good smell of it first, or
Moon, that's all you. I don't know what your diet is.
I don't know. He hasn't eaten in like a day.
Pineapple, asparagus.
He also
What-
bathed himself in his water, so you know,
well,
a little dehydrated right
I'll-
now.
I'll either way, I'll. Ooh, what is that? And I'll come up real close to it with my face. And
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
give it a slight lick on.
Oh, God. Is it?
You think for a moment, you ponder, and you go, "That's definitely urine."
I've tasted this in orc
I'll
women.
give another huge fucking orcish scream as I start just walking the other direction.
Do I hear that?
Oh
through the
yeah,
roof?
you also see a thud, thud, thud as the floor above you shakes, and begins to crack.
Can I do a backflip?
Sure.
Do I hear it cracking?
Yeah, you all kind of
Well, I-
feel like the floor below you almost begin to like cave and give and crack. You hear the sound of like wood splintering.
What happened to the rope?
It's not attached to you anymore. Psycho's just looking at a rope with no one on the other end.
Oh. My plan failed. Team, Gruck, Damien, to me. We can see, right? It's not like magical
If you have
darkness.
dark vision, you can see.
We all have dark vision.
Gruck, Damien.
Uh,
I'm gonna point to the ground.
pacing!
Huh?
Spit it out.
Gruck, you've been through a troubling time.
No! You do not understand!
Have you considered that it might be you?
I look down at my dick. I'm old, but I can still work this thing. And I'll flop it out a little bit.
Oh god! It's like right at head level for me.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Put it away!
I look away, like
I'll put it up. Oh, sorry. I never fixed these pants. And I zip it back. My eyes look just dark everywhere, and I'm just trying to look away to get the fuck out of here.
Okay, listen to me, okay? I know how we get out of here.
Go ahead and tell me.
I'm gonna point down. I am pointing my finger downwards.
That is the floor.
That's how we get out of here. But we need to be careful, because I don't know how steady this is.
Brown.
Oh shit.
It cracks. It splinters. That wasn't that bad. And then you
I'll
look
back up
around.
from the
You look
spot.
around and you see a struggling locking mechanism. A whole bunch of gears and latches around the edges of this perimeter, just under 20 feet in a square kind of orientation around you. All of it is like barely hanging on and groaning at the force of 3 individuals on it. And then it splinters and cracks again, and then it completely falls out. Everyone in the ceiling, you are now bathed in light from the outside, and everyone who didn't fall in the spike pit, which is Taule, you see the ceiling just collapse out from above you, where there is another spike pit, but in the ceiling. And just under it,
Okay.
you see all of your friends begin to fall back down into the spike pit.
yeah.
Jesus Christ, Gruck!
It's gonna be Portal where we just. Oh!
I'm casting Featherfall on the orc.
You can pick multiple targets if you'd like, just so you know.
Oh.
I think you can pick up to 6 or something.
Hold on.
Hang on.
Pulling up the spell.
It is 5 falling
You-
creatures.
Yeah, 5.
Blink, blink, blink.
I stealthily put my penis away and cast Featherfall on my party.
Okay, everyone.
All 3 of us?
Every single one.
Oh, nice.
So everyone, the floor falls out from under you. You have light again. You can see everything, and below you is a spike pit. It's terrifying. And then you begin to descend slowly, all of you gripping each other in fear and agony. But yeah, you were descending just slow enough as you were like all huddled together.
Wait, am I actually like scared? for my
Well,
life?
I mean, you were falling down into a spike pit again, this time from 40 feet instead of from 20. Whether or not you
Yeah,
were
is-
scared for your mortality is up to you, but it is definitely a mortal fall.
That is the third boner I've had. So, as I come back down to
Is the-
if I can safely land off away from that.
Is the rope still
The
there?
rope is still there, hanging limply into the pit. The rest of you are floating in the air with nothing to push off of other than each other.
So I'm exactly where I was before. Can I grip the rope?
Yeah, you're 30 feet up though. Sorry, 40 feet up.
Well, like as I'm falling down.
Well,
Just grab
the rope is hanging like so. You guys are falling from the ceiling, which is 20 feet above the floor, and then the
Roger.
floor has a 20-foot pit in which the spikes are. The rope is hanging
Roger.
right by Psycho, bimply, like down from him into the pit. You guys are falling from 20 feet above him and Tao Lei when you receive Featherfall.
I see.
So
I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Psycho, throw us the goddamn rope!
I push off of them as much as I can
Okay.
and try to like push everyone to the wall.
Steve, you go here. Ruck, you go here. Damien, you go here. I need deck saves for everyone to catch themselves on the 2-foot wide platform or fall back into the pit. Damien, you don't land on your feet. You can make another one to catch the ledge, though.
Oh my god!
Ruck, you're fine.
Damien, we are gonna have a talk after this. You are no longer the strategist here, okay?
I
just
wasn't
did my
ever.
I will say this is the very edge of your 10 minutes for the Bardic Inspiration. If you need to use that, probably now would be a great time.
Ooh, I do have that.
I used my
Okay. Well, I meant your actual inspiration that
I used that too to try and save Grook's
Oh, okay.
life.
It's true.
All right, you guys are all fine. Hanging barely. Well, everyone's fine landing on their feet. Damien, you're hanging on the edge, like white knuckling it on this
Alright.
2-foot border around the room. There are spikes just below your feet.
I'm gonna try to grab him as fast as possible if I can.
Before you get there, Psycho will pull his. If he's standing. God only knows that Tao Lei's not going to.
I'm weak. He weighs a lot.
Help me, Tally.
I can't! I have very fragile nails. I will break them upon your hide.
Oh, by the way, Moon, you need to make a sleight of hand check, and I'll make a perception check to see if I saw you tuck away your dick.
Okay, hang on. Sleight of penis check incoming. Here we go.
Oh shit!
Do I?
You better roll high. Oh!
No!
Tao Lei does his best,
think-
dick origami to fold his penis back into his pants.
Oh my god!
It's too long.
Though it is not quick nor deft enough to escape Gruck's beady eyes.
Oh my god! Dick origami!
Drawn always to the nearest phallus.
Hey, we see that he's a shower, not a grower. All right. He's gonna pack it in his pants.
I immediately drink piss by accident. Come straight down. See Tao Lei pissing and tries to dick origami back into his head.
You never do that in the shower?
Dick origami.
Make a swan?
But I have to say,
See how it
never
bends?
tried.
This is the
Just
crane.
me?
God. Just you.
I don't mess around with that.
A wilting.
I don't-
Wilting.
I don't mess around with that
We'll
bitch
try
shit. I
it.
don't make cranes. I make fucking phoenixes. I make dragons. Dragon turtles.
It's like, you know how like the kids back then were able to tie like cherry
Yeah.
stems in a knot? It's like that, but with your
Except I
dick.
don't use my mouth. The fuck. We have gotten way off track here.
Dude, I'm in fucking tears.
Steve, please
Yeah.
make a perception check. Everyone else, you are in this room having just... Oh, okay, cool. Steve, you're thrown against the wall here. And you don't hit the wall. And you, like, lean back and you, like, wave your hands like crazy to try to maintain your balance. And you land on your feet and you're fine, you're okay. You totally just waved your hand all the way through that wall. You should have hit it.
What? I'm gonna scratch the wall.
The illusion of the wall dissipates for you.
Whoa!
That's pretty
And
neat.
for everyone else as well.
Oh. Oh shit.
Look, everyone, an entrance!
Before you is a 20-foot wide, 40-foot long stone staircase. It is brushed smoothly, cut precisely, no wear, no tear, no signs of use for aeons. The stairs rise all the way up to a platform with another set of large double doors like the ones that you walk through here. The stone mosaic tiles continue in a spiraling, weird arrangement that once again remind you and constantly give you these images as if you can barely recognize them, but they slip away from you at the last moment. Something about all of this. There's just inscriptions and runes and half-formed geometrical shapes all over the place. Very weird and spooky.
First, I would like to scream out to everyone, do not go up them stairs.
Hold on! I dub these stairs the climb of Tarley. Let it be known I will write it down so that the bards I associate with shall write songs. Now ascend the climb of Tarley, Steve.
I'm gonna
Embrace
come up.
your destiny.
I'm gonna come up,
You
Steve. I'm gonna
are
cast-
stuck against the wall, sir.
Oh, am I stuck against the wall?
You're not stuck against the wall, you're just on the wall.
Oh, okay. Can I scooch myself over to where? Okay. I'll try to get right next to my kobold friend, and I'll look at him, grab him by the shoulder for a little bit as he sees my boner fade.
Okay, dude.
Well,
That's
I
almost
don't
as
even
tall
notice
as
it.
I am, Jesus.
I don't even notice that I have a boner at this point. So it's just like completely oblivious to me. I'm just like, okay. Oh, and I awkwardly grab you with my sweaty hands. Oh,
Oh, God.
I cast guidance on him as I release this flare of red energy.
Stop.
Check. Stop what? What? Are you okay?
Yes,
fine.
tell him why, Steve.
Are you okay, Steve?
I'm
I would tell you, but I don't.
Let him know why you are distressed right now in very explicit detail.
Steve,
Yeah,
are you okay, bud?
fine.
All right. I'll pull him a little bit closer so I can talk to him. At this point, he's just pressing on my body, on my thigh. Okay. As I cast guidance on him, I want you to check the stairs for trap. I stare at him for a little bit. Check the stairs for traps.
I'm gonna.
Okay, just let me go, please.
Okay. I'm sorry. Are you okay? I let him go.
I'm shaking slightly as I take a step away.
Gruk, 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 gruk.
Yeah,
And I like just point down again.
What?
I'm gonna fix that.
Oh no.
He means your penis!
Oh!
Have
At
some
which point
modesty, you
I'll,
beast! This isn't Oak
I'll just-
City, or wherever the hell it is your people live, in huts or tents on the side of the road, wallowing in your own filth. Do you think it's acceptable to just have your penis out whenever you want?
I immediately just go onto the ground at fetal position.
Yes,
And I just
feel
sit there
shame.
blushing, and I'm just sitting there, wide-eyed, completely embarrassed. I rolled that
Yes.
wisdom saving throw, by the way, to see if I ran up the stairs.
Fair. So yeah, there's the door on the other side of the room and the door on the top of the stairs. What would you like to do?
Still shaking slightly, I'll reach into my pack and I'll pull out Zoran's journal. And I'll start flipping through the pages very carefully. Like,
Kobold, hold on. What did I tell you about trying to read? It's very cute, but it's a waste of our time if you think about it. We all know you're pretending. Let me see the book.
what if
Throw
I
it
don't
over
want
the
you
bed.
to? No!
Come on.
It's mine!
Give it a little toss. It'll
No,
be
the
fine.
book's mine! You can't have it!
It's just gonna fall back down again. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry.
I'm gonna start clutching the book against me. It's mine! You can't have it!
Fine. What does it say? Read it out loud then, I guess.
I'm gonna hold it close to me and I'll start flipping through the pages.
It doesn't say anything.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, I'm very surprised by that. Inconvenient
Steve,
excuse.
Steve.
You illiterate bitch! Give me the book!
It's mine! You can't have it!
What use is it to you if you can't read it? I don't understand.
I'm gonna start backing up the stairs, clutching the book to my chest.
I'm like following Steve. I like try to whisper this to you, Steve. Try to like not have Tale hear this. I'm like,
I stand up, tugging my dick, and you can read, Tully. It's okay.
How do
Steve,
you know? He's just lying about it. I could see it in his face. He's a dirty kobold, just shifty-eyed and taking stuff whenever he
Let
wants.
Damien whisper.
you
Whisper.
fucks. Steve, get traded for the I don't know what it's called.
What?
Trade the book for the thing that he blows on.
Penis?
You didn't hear this. Shut up.
I can't use that thing. This book is mine.
But we
I found it. I've read through it. I know all the secrets now. I can help the party.
Do you need to read it again?
No, it doesn't say anything. Trust me.
Then give him the book.
Do you see what he's done?
But we need that instrument.
Well, he has the instrument, and it'll be fine. It's just the book is mine.
Steve, please.
Hold on. Give me roll persuasion. See if you get me. I'll like very slowly. I'll like slightly let go of the book. I'll very like slowly hand it over to you.
I'll give it back. I promise. And I hold the book up. Give me that thing.
What thing?
I'll trade the book.
What thing?
The thing you blow into.
Oh, this isn't the time or place, Damien. You know that.
No, the instrument.
Oh!
I'll show the didgeridoo to him.
Oh, you mean this, big boy?
Trade.
You first?
At the same time.
No. You don't understand how this works. Me, I'm an elf. I'm privileged. I come from a place of privilege. I am surrounded by dirty monster people. It's disgusting if you think about it. What do you think makes me beholden to you?
It's getting really real.
At the same time.
How about this? Kiss Steve on the mouth and I'll kiss him on the mouth!
I hold
Look up at Damien. Please.
I look at Steve for a second. But then
I'm 2 feet tall. Please.
I give him like a shitty, like, but not great, but like the best wink that I can do.
Oh God.
And I just like hold. I'm like, I'll throw the book in the trap, and I hold the book over the trap.
Do it. I don't give a. You think I care about that thing?
Damien, what do you mean? You promised to give it back.
It's going to fall forever until it reaches terminal
Steve,
velocity.
I like put the book back. I winked at you.
What?
I don't know. I get frustrated. I give Steve the book back.
God
damn it.
Is that a bird call?
Go up the stairs, you cowards! You first!
I, on the other hand, while this is all happening, completely just zoning this out, I look to the nearest torch and I keep casting thaumaturgy on it to change it different colors while I'm on tucking my dick, and I say, "There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home."
All right. So what? I'm looking around. My orc friend has completely lost his mind. Just beyond
Oh,
comparison.
not yet.
Damien's trying to steal my possessions. Telway's being Telway. What's Psycho doing?
He's a little bit catatonic, but that's maybe because his controller is not here, but that's fine. He's been very robotic for the past while, just kind of doing operations as he should, just doing things that God tells him to do. He's being very puppeted.
That his anime waifu tells him to do.
Honestly, it looks like some invisible creature is just holding his limbs and just like making him do things. Honestly, it looks like 4 invisible goblins are just like swinging his sword around in combat and like moving his legs toward the door and doing things, and otherwise he's just kind of mannequin around. This is what happens.
I'm surrounded by
This is
idiots.
what happens when you don't show up to the campaign. By the way, I mannequin you around like an idiot for the whole game.
He's a marionette.
Hey, I'm going to very cautiously start walking up the stairs, searching the hallway for traps, and keeping my allies at a distance.
Making it.
I'll make sure to cast guidance on him like
Sure.
I did before. I don't know if it definitely would have worn off after that, but my intention is to
Make
add it.
an investigation check,
Alright.
please. Fantastic. You notice a couple of things. First of all, I'm assuming you go all the way to the top of the stairs as you're searching.
Yep, very, very
Okay,
gradual.
so
Yeah.
the stairs, the first thing you notice is that they're very clean, very like hard cut. This whole room is very precisely hewn out of the rock of the volcano. The stairs especially are like smooth. And you make your way all the way up steps, finding nothing of interest until you reach the door, whereupon you like look all around it and investigate it very carefully, and you find a trigger on one of its hinges. You also find a secret door on the wall to the left.
Oh,
Right,
While I'm moving up
right
there,
here.
while he's doing this, I'm like right behind him, like awkwardly, just like twiddling my thumbs. Oh, I'm really sorry.
Oh, dude, Brock, what's up, dude?
Oh no, I'm just like my brother.
What?
Listen, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
It won't happen again. I can't promise that. But I'm sorry.
Are you going to kiss now? Hurry up!
I look
Grok,
down,
Grok.
completely embarrassed, and I'll just keep casting guidance on him.
Grok.
It over.
Grok, you seem injured, and you seem mentally stressed. I think it would be best if we were to take a rest here.
I don't know what you're talking about. As you look right at him, you see scarred marks all over him from piercing damage, from wraith strikes that we recently just got hit by. You see third-degree burn marks on me. You see patches of my beard are missing. You see dark black circles underneath my eyes, as you see that they are very, very... my eyes are also bloodshot, just staring right at you.
Grok, I think it would be best for everyone if we as a party were to take a possibly long rest on these stairs before progressing forward. Do you think that would be all right?
I stare at him. And I just fall down.
God.
About I'd say as in the middle of me falling down, you hear me snort.
As he hits the ground, the room at the very base of the stairs, the floor goes. Floor closes back up.
I'm just sitting, just asleep. I'm done. My character's not moving for at
I see.
least 6 hours.
I skip into the stairs and sit down next to Grok.
We're taking a rest here.
Oh, very good.
And then I pull out my drums and begin to beat them really loud.
He is out. He is. You're not sure if he's unconscious, dead, or asleep, or some combination of all of them. Maybe comatose.
Very good. I've been waiting to practice. Hopefully you don't mind.
And so,
Periwinkle.
and so there they rested for some time. Are you guys taking a long rest?
Almost dead.
All right.
I have to die at 3 HP. We're not moving.
So, a long rest is a solid 8 hours of non-activity, rest, full recovery, sleep, all of your stuff comes back. In the meantime, I would normally ask for you guys to do a watch or something like that, or anything else that you would like to do in the meantime. But you quickly discern that this place is pretty calm, pretty alright, and there aren't any immediate threats from monsters jumping out at you, at least not for the first several hours while you all are resting. That is until about hour 6, when there is a very, very, very sudden, very loud and prominent shaking of the volcano. Not just tremors, proper earthquake. Minor ones that just permeate throughout the entirety of the chambers.
Does it wake me up?
Let's say no.
Oh, damn. I'm going to roll for it.
I would like to take, not to like overcomplicate it, but I would like to take a short rest instead, and then spend the rest of the time while everyone else is resting to like investigate the walls, the runes, and everything, and like compare with the journal
Okay.
and stuff like that.
So I'll still let you get in. Like, it would take you a few minutes to get that all done. You could take like an hour, 40 minutes of a rest to get it all in, anyways. Also, a long rest doesn't require that you're doing nothing. It just requires that you're doing non-laborious stuff. You can still be studying, writing, reading, etc. As long as you get in at least 4 hours of actual sleep and stuff that is no more difficult than like regular conversation and some basic stuff, you should be fine. A couple of things happen, but let's get to your thing first. Number one, there's certainly a secret door on the left side of this wall, right next to the big door. Not on like the same wall as it, on like the wall perpendicular. The floor on in the antechamber is a trap, which you mess with for a while and realize that it takes a good amount of force to make it to go, but it completely just falls out, and then about 10 minutes later it resets itself. After some thorough investigation, you also discern that the wall in the antechamber on the left side, opposite the entrance, is not a real door. You don't know what's wrong with it, but it's certainly not a real door. It is way too thin, and it does not match up with the wall correctly, so that it would be a real door. Go through the notebook very thoroughly, and the most that you can really find from any of this is that something to do with the crazy motherfucker who must have been involved with the creation of all of this. Something in between the notes and the margins. You see reference to somebody called the architect, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, you don't find too much else. You figure that through all of this study, that the stairs that you're sleeping on are probably like a super happy fun slide.
Super happy fun slide.
Yeah,
Roger.
So do we
probably
get a
wouldn't
long
touch
rest?
that double door at the top of the steps. At least this is your
Got it.
intuition. Yes, otherwise you are totally safe here, and you get a full, uninterrupted, long 8-hour rest. All of your stuff comes back.
At the end of my long rest, towards my ability, for my cleric on the Forge Domain, come towards the end of the long rest, I'll come up to Damien, and you'll see me. I look much better. Most of my wounds have closed or either scabbed over. I'll come up to you, Damien. Let me see your weapon.
I like hand it to him.
I grab onto it and I place it onto the ground. Everyone can see this. I'm very open about it. All right, let's get back to work. And I clap both of my hands together very loudly as I'm doing a prayer almost. And as I do, you see my armor that begins to glow and seems very shiny and almost has this faint reddish aura of fire that is radiant, begins to move and transfer down towards to your blade that you have. What's your sword or your weapon?
It's a great axe, yeah.
Great axe. You watch as that flame begins to go onto your great axe. You watch as all of the great axe's indents, any injuries that it has, begins to close, and the weapon looks like it is brand new. And not just that, as you watch as the weapon is encased completely in this fiery red orange aura, you watch as it stays there, as it looks beautiful. You have a +1 great axe, man.
Nice. I'm gonna take you to the, like, as you're doing this, like, or when you finish, I want to kind of take you to the side a little bit and just be like, look, Crook, look, I know everyone has problems. I hate my dad. You have your, issues. As I point down again, and if you need to talk about it, or just you can let me know.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to pass. But may blessing of God go to you, my
Okay.
and favorable son. I'll tell you what, we get out of this alive. We'll bring you back to my home.
I start, like, bawling.
I'll give him a hug. A full-hearted hug, not a half hug.
Are you crying?
No, I'm not crying.
I block
Everyone
his
looks-
vision if I can.
Steve Psycho, look!
I'm
he's
not crying.
There are tears in his eyes. I can see it. It's like a gleam in the dim light.
All right, man. You have a +1.
Okay. Yeah.
Per to my ability, I actually at the beginning of this campaign I had +1 armor. I have to get rid of that now since I'm giving it to you, so my AC does go down by 1. But now you have a +1 weapon.
Hell yeah! Thanks, man.
Right. I would like everyone to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Oh. Good. Okay.
Easy.
Okay. Cool. Damien, join me in another room, please. In fact, let me just leave this lobby and I'll give you a call.
Okay.
A perfect amount of time to switch out my spells.
Bear with me, chat. I'll get him on the line in just a second.
Yo.
Hi, friend. How's it going?
It's going okay. Oh shit! This is
Yeah,
scary.
while you were sleeping, you're sleeping on these like inscribed stairs, and there's all of this, like
Okay.
tiling and everything all over you, and it's kind of unusual, and it certainly gives you these memories or these visions that are very surreal. That pervasiveness of like feeling like you're under the starry sky is constant. But while you're sleeping, you have a bit of a fright, a bit of a nightmare. It's a little spooky. It's very vivid as well. You feel something around your neck, close, tight, strangling you. You remove it to find that it's attached to you. It's your umbilical cord. You unwrap the cord from your throat only to find that it's attached to your parent, their parent, and their parent as well. Generation upon generation lying in a pile of writhing flesh, screaming in terror at their own mortality and at the thing at the end of the cord stretches back infinitely, or rather to the edge of infinity. There, at the brink of reality, a horrible tentacled mouth gouts new beings into existence. Gross creatures in its own image, not like you, but attached to the cord that gives you life. Looking at your parents, you see some of the traits of the creatures in them. Their movements not quite human, screams not quite mortal. grip the cord and try to break it, but you're surprised when you realize your hand has realize that you are a part of them and it is a part of you, has been, beginning of all time. And you awake.
Holy shit. Okay.
Join me back in the room.
Alright.
Is Bane any good?
Bane is
Yeah,
basically you
it
can
is.
target up to, was it 3 creatures?
It's
Yeah.
actually insane.
Because it gives everyone disadvantage, right? All the enemies.
You target
Exactly.
3 creatures and make wisdom saving throws. If they fail, then they have to have a D4 subtracted from all their attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Hello.
I have
Hey.
the opposite of that. Hey, I have Bless, where I can give up to like 3 creatures a D4 on their everything.
Anyways,
Not as
how
good.
is everyone doing?
Hey,
Interesting walls here.
Alright, cool. Are you good with your rest up stuff? You got all your shit figured out?
Yeah.
We
Spells.
are full healed, and we have all our crap.
Alright, cool. Fantastic. So, pick up back where you left off. Everyone's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Steve is crying.
I wake up and like just like and I just start freaking out and I start like brushing things off of me as if something's like all over me.
Oh, look at him. He's writhing. Feel,
We'll look
Yeah.
over at him.
Yeah,
feel
what else
your
is new?
emotions.
You alright? I'll try to come over there and touch his shoulder.
He'll be fine.
This is just normal for me now. I'm completely ignoring him.
I'm fine. Just a bad dream.
So, we're in a crazy place. Tell me about it.
I was connected to my parents. I don't know. It was
Oh, here we go again with his parents. Oh, please go on about how much you hate your dad. Wow.
Do you have a dad, Tally?
No.
Yeah, his name's Lucifer. Lucy for short.
Do you even know how old I am?
I just I don't even I start not even paying attention to him.
That's right. Timeless. Like this dance move.
and I do a sick dance move, like fucking
A sick.
you know the disco point. You know what I'm talking about? I fucking do a singular disco point and pose.
On the stairs too, so you get the extra lean.
Yep. I'm leaning really fucking far, dude.
I kind of get off a Grok. I'm just like, I'm okay, and I try to shake it off.
Well, if you need to speak, we can talk, friend.
Later. No, I don't. Not in front of him.
That was
I'll
my-
look over.
Do I hear
I
that?
look over as it's really hard for me to pay attention to you as I look at this amazing dance that he's doing.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I do another one, but to the other direction.
Do I hear
And
him
then I start-
say?
I start doing remember fucking Dude Love from professional wrestling, how he would do that move on his knees, where he would fucking switch his hands over his knees and wiggle them a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
That's such a dated reference.
Early 90s!
Wow. Anyways, elves live a long time. It's fine. They're old, super ancient. That's why he's bald. Anyways, back to the stairs, or to the door, or to the secret door. What are you guys up to after all of your resting and everything is done?
I'm sitting at the door, flipping through the journal again.
Seem to have gone through from back to back. Nothing of use from anything around here. The only thing that you've managed to extract is something about this person named the architect.
The architect. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the blurb.
It's written as El Arquitecto, but you managed to translate it.
Architecto.
Very clever.
Anyways,
They're all
what would
Spanish.
you like to do?
Now, team, if we may begin progressing forward.
I suppose.
Yeah, I feel much better now. Let's go.
I pull out the didgeridoo and I start blowing into it next to Gruck.
It makes no noise outside of any magma. It's like blowing air through a straw.
Is it at least whistling at the end
Not
a little
really.
bit? God damn
I
it.
stare at him as he awkwardly comes up to me and starts blowing in the didgeridoo as nothing comes up.
I put it
in
down.
my-
I put it down,
What are you looking at?
and then I continue blowing into it.
It starts getting a little deeper.
I'll say, I'm gonna take one hand, go around, and give him a half hug.
All right.
Interesting.
I opened the secret door. All right.
It's more
This
like
is so
taps on the
weird.
back.
A secret door! When did you discover this?
Yeah, shut up.
It's like you know everything that's laid out in this
We're
place.
going this way.
Very strange, Steve.
In front of you is an identical set of stairs to the ones that you are currently standing on. It's only 10 feet wide, but extends another 40 feet up, terminating at another set of double stone doors exactly like the ones at the top of these stairs.
I'm gonna sigh heavily.
Cast guidance on
God.
Steve.
I'm gonna sigh like super heavily. God, this wizard's a fucking idiot. I'm gonna walk up the stairs.
Alright?
Casting guidance on him.
I look to the left of the door.
Oh, there's a secret door right there.
This wizard's a fucking. Wait, hold on. Whoa! I turn to the party and I go, hold on. He might be double faking us. Wait.
What are you even talking about? What's
No.
happening?
All right. So there's a door here and a door here, but the wizard's not stupid enough to do the same trap twice, right? Or is he stupid enough to put the same trap twice, thinking we fall for it?
What wizard?
Think about it this way. In the trappings of brilliance, one man may believe himself so clever as to employ a very simple trick twice in a row, Steve.
Read much about this. Okay.
It is the same trap, I declare it!
But-
There are
whoa,
many
whoa, whoa.
illusions.
What if he put the same trap in the same way, but he trapped that door instead of this door?
How about you just open it, you big
How
fat...
about check for it?
And I cast guidance on him over and over, annoying.
So there is another
I'm gonna investigate the
there's
door.
another secret door on the wall immediately to the left of the double doors that you're standing right in front of, and then there's the double doors in front of you. Give me an investigation check, please.
Bad guidance.
I need that guidance. Alright,
11.
11. You're hard pressed to find too many similarities other than the immediate appearance of both the secret door and the regular door. They seem both like they could be. You certainly have this idea of mind games with this creator now, whatever they are, and you can't discern whether or not either of them is trapped.
I open the double doors.
Very good.
Also,
There is another hallway that turns immediately left and then extends up some more stairs.
You see, Steve?
I'm gonna flip off the doors as I walk through them.
As we're walking by, I look back to the Taule and I try to cast Thaumaturgy down at his feet. He notices. I rolled a 6. As each time he takes a step, there's a small shudder in the ground, like he's making like small like. And as he's doing this, I was like,
Oh, you gained some weight there, Tally.
Impossible. I am a sleek and slender 8 stone at all times. My diet demands it. Speaking of which, do any of you have any food? I came very ill prepared for this journey. I'm starving!
I'm gonna stop. Look. I'm gonna look at my bags. I could probably spare some rations for 25 gold.
I'm broke. Someone took my money.
Hold on. I specifically remember Gruck handing you some gold pieces.
I don't remember that at all. I've suffered several head wounds. Indeed, that thing that fell from the ceiling earlier in the lava tube pierced my brain.
Huh. Well, it seems I'm low on rations then. And I
Oh,
continue
oh,
walking forward.
I'll trade
suppose
you. I'll trade you my rations for the instrument.
No, no deal. I'll eat the instrument instead. He lies.
Suit yourself.
Did you say shoot yourself?
Suit yourself.
Suit yourself. Shoot
I could have
yourself.
sworn I heard shoot yourself. Anyways, yeah, there's a stairway that turns immediately to the left and extends a bunch of more upstairs. Go more. It goes up.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna look forward. And I'm gonna put my foot slowly out from the
Nothing
doorway.
happens.
Guidance.
Damien, push him.
We
I'm
don't.
gonna take.
We
I'm gonna
don't.
take a slow step out, very carefully.
Shove him forward.
I pushed Taule.
He's not. He's not forward.
You peer around the corner and up the stairs to see another staircase that extends far more than 40 feet. In fact, it's a lot to look at because the stairs are contorted in a corkscrew. They start normally for about 20 feet before they begin to twist on the wall in a clockwise direction before they're on the ceiling and then on the other wall and then back around, swirling seemingly endlessly up several hundred.
I'm gonna take a dagger.
Goes on for some time. That's what the little swirly
I'm gonna
is
take
for.
I'm gonna take a dagger and I'm gonna toss it up the stairs.
Lands on the stairs, makes it clink clink clink.
I'm gonna turn to the team. I don't want to go first.
Oh, whoa.
Unfortunate, Steve, for it is you. Yes, you. Your destiny has led you to this point in time and space. You are the chosen one. As I told you many hours before, perhaps even a day, I've lost track of time down here in this hellish place. You were the one destined to lead us, not Psycho. You see, he's silent right now. It's as if he can't protest. He knows the truth. You are the chosen one. You are the leader, and the leader always
I'm
goes
gonna
first.
step up, and I'm gonna cast guidance on myself after noticing that he just doesn't want to go up, and I'm gonna push past him and check
Wait.
the traps while I keep going up.
Wait! I'm gonna tie a rope to. I'm actually not gonna touch you. I'm gonna hand you the rope. I'm gonna say, tie this around yourself.
Oh, of course. That's tight enough.
I like
I'm sure
the
it
Foley
is.
sound.
All right, here we go. I come up the stairs and I'm making investigation checks for traps as I go.
I'm gonna sit at the bottom of the stairs, kind of like I'm fishing, just like
With a lead on.
giving out some line, waiting for a tug.
The rope is 50 feet long, and he walks up the stairs, carefully investigating everything as long as he does so. And you see him walk up the steps beyond the 20 feet, and as he continues climbing, Ruck, to you, it's just like you're climbing regular stairs. They're not weird at all. They're like maybe at like a 2-degree angle every other step or so. But to the rest of you, he just begins to climb along the wall and then the ceiling before you reach the end of your rope. He's literally just 50 feet away from you, upside down on the ceiling, walking up a set of stairs.
Does my hair go
Nope.
upside down?
Your hair is pointed down relative to you.
Can I see?
Yep, they're upside down in your perspective.
Uh,
What does the rope do?
The rope is
you're upside down.
the rope is behaving. Basically, gravity behaves down, such that the stairs are always pointing down.
Roger. Okay, that is. I'm holding the rope and I'm like, That's strange. How are you feeling, Gruck?
Like I'm standing, you're upside down.
Don't open
looks
any
like we're-
doors.
You immediately see me freeze up. You see my eyes get widened.
Door, where?
Gruck! It's okay. It's okay. It's
Oh.
okay. Gruck! Look at me. Look at me. Look at my upside down self. Come back to me. Come back to me.
Hello.
Slowly. You can make
Come
it back.
to me. All right. I jump.
You jump down the stairs,
I'm hanging upside down from them.
Well, if you jump down the stairs, your gravitational rotation changes with the stairs.
Huh. Okay. Then I'll just come back down.
You make it all the way back down. The rest of you just see his like weird spidery ass run down the steps and like rotate as he does so, skipping a couple of steps along the way.
I said, don't open any doors.
Don't see that word around me.
Which one?
All right. Well, this is strange.
It is at this point that Psycho looks like everyone kind of looks around and notice that Psycho is just kind of looking up at the ceiling, pointing at it vaguely. Everyone looks up and sees a very large trapdoor right in front of this big fucking like double set of doors.
Oh shit!
He whispers something about don't touch the secret. Probably not. The door
I didn't even notice there was a
the
secret.
trap door is about 10 feet by 10 feet.
This is complicated. Hold on. I'm gonna look in the bag of the guy who owned the journal. Fuck, what was his name? I'm gonna look in the bag of Zoran, and I'm gonna see if he has any chalk, or I'm gonna ask around and see. Do you guys have any chalk, or like something to like write with, or like mark something?
What do I look like, a troglodyte drawing on cave walls? No, I don't have any chalk, you idiot.
I'm so happy.
It wouldn't. I'll say that Psycho probably has like some rocks and pebbles from of the pumice stone, which you can use as like charcoal.
Okay. All right. I will lead the way, and I'm going to mark a path behind us, in case it swaps, so we can make our way back. Does that make sense? Are we okay with this?
Listen here, Steve. In the Bardic College I attended many years ago, this is a very, very simple mind puzzle indeed, and in a very popular drawing form. Now, witness, all you need to do is climb up these steps, but on your hands. Does that make sense? Yes, use your hands, do a handstand, and walk on them, and watch. You will solve the puzzle. The wizard may be able to bend the weave, but he cannot bend reality proper.
Roll a persuasion check.
If it is so impressionable that you have to ask him to roll a persuasion check, I think you probably are just so impressed by the idea that you are convinced.
All right. I'm gonna hand him the like charcoal pumice stone, and I'm gonna be like, all right, you make the path. I'll lead. And
Okay.
I do a handstand and I start walking up
Okay.
the stairs.
Assuming everyone follows him. Yes? No? Maybe so?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm drawing the path as we go.
Follow me.
I totally don't have enough room for the how long the staircase is, so it resumes over here. So let's just drag everybody in their current orientation. Over here.
Yeah.
So the stairs extend several hundred feet, probably like 500 or so, curling around in a corkscrew pattern all along the way. Nothing unusual happens other than the weird feeling and whispers in the back of your mind that you constantly get just at the sight of any of these weird runes and geometric patterns and shapes. Keep seeing images of things, distant memories that immediately escape your mind as you continue to climb this almost endless staircase. However, eventually a landing approaches, where just above them you can see two stone doors, just like all of the regular ones that you have seen in the temple prior. Whoops.
Ah!
And that's supposed to like a picture.
Oh God!
That was impressive. I thought you were gonna fall like 4 times.
I'm gonna collapse at the top of the stairs. Oh God!
As you reach the landing and you look up, a row of 12 doors.
Grub, close your eyes. Grub, close your eyes.
What do we?
Obviously, the map here is there's not much room, so ignore the fact that some of these doors don't like this. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Just
That's not gonna lead us into a solid wall where we.
well, no,
die.
the fake doors lead you into a solid wall. You don't know if these are fake.
I immediately just go down the stairs. Like after seeing 12 doors pop up, just immediately. Like it was like absolutely fucking nuts. Like it was terrifying.
Steve, listen.
What?
This wi- You must be very tired after climbing on your hands for no reason, which, by the way, good show, my friend, but totally unnecessary. Anyway, the wizard, the first door on the right will be the correct door. It is very simple. He thinks he is smart, but he is not. You are smarter. You're the leader. Open the door.
My arms hurt.
Open it with your feet, then, you whiny baby.
I'm gonna. Can I have the stone back at least?
Yes, here you go. I'll throw it at his feet.
It's very blunted and like barely any of it left, but there's still some there.
I drew a couple of drawings on the way up.
Oh, God.
One of my father. What a great man he was. Yes.
I'm gonna go to the first door on the right, and I'm gonna push it open.
You touch the door, and then your mind goes blank. For the rest of you, you see him like go to the door as if to push it, and the moment that he touches it, he goes straight up, opens the door, walks in, closes it behind him.
Oh,
My friends, it appears as though he's been hypnotized by the door. He's lost forever. Unfortunate.
Hey,
Damien,
hey.
attempt the first door on
Well,
the
you-
left. I meant to say left, but it came out as right. That's my bad.
Well, you guys fuck about.
But
Jester, let's go have a chat. Hey, bud.
hey,
How's
what's
it
up?
going? Feeling alright?
My party sucks.
Your party's certainly something. So you go through you the last thing you remember is you go to touch the door. Mind goes blank, and you feel like you're asleep. The creaking from the cellar is finally too much. You descend the stairs with the intent of putting a stop to it. Upon reaching the door, however, you have to catch yourself from falling into the center of the planet. Before you, you see the center of the world's core. A tiny in the middle of a gigantic empty shell. The creature that devoured the planet is before you. Its members wrapped around the remains of the planet's dimming center. Sensing you, looks up, its nightmarish visage defying all you have come to expect of nature. A mass of organs that could serve no other purpose other than to terrify you with their very wrongness. In your horror, you feel a sense of elation. Finally, you found a purpose in life. A barbed tongue carefully bisects you into portions. Sing a song of praise as you were swallowed into the bowels of the world. Moments later, you awake at the bottom of the stairs.
I'm at the bottom of the stairs of the cellar.
The bottom of the stairs of the spiraling staircase. You just had a
Oh.
very, very vivid and terrifying night.
Oh shit!
Feel free to rejoin me at the group.
Echo and Steve die when it comes down to it.
I like how they came in just to hear that.
Hey.
Oh shit!
We didn't hear anything. Don't clip it. Don't clip it. Cut the VOD.
Oh, I am totally not recording again because I'm an idiot.
That's
I'm real dumb. Anyways. Yeah.
I start walking up the stairs
Yep.
again. I am. I'm using my feet
Mhm.
this time, not
Yep,
my hand.
you totally don't need to.
I go to open the left
Oh,
door.
fan fucking tastic. I'm not gonna take you away. I'm just gonna say the same thing. You go to open the door, you touch it. Your mind goes blank. To everyone else, you just see him touch the door, and he immediately goes straight, opens it, walks in, closes it behind him.
Oh, I thought like did he open the left one or did
He
he open the right
opened
one?
he opened the right
He
one.
opened the
You
right
opened
one.
the left one.
Okay, I wanted to do. Okay, so I opened
Yes.
the left one. Okay.
So
Okay.
you immediately, like, you touch it, you walk straight through it. You have
Right, so 2 people have
you have
disappeared.
that same nightmare I described to you earlier, and then you wake up in like a shuddering, freezing sweat at the bottom of the spiral staircase.
Okay.
Can you make a charisma?
Oh, what you then see me actually.
Oh, cool. Hold on, let's get this 1 sec before you do that. Damien, can you make a charisma saving throw for me, please?
Yeah, I got a 10.
Get a 10? Okay.
Do I need to make
No. You've only had that nightmare once.
Oh god.
that? Okay.
That's good.
For you or
Wow. Okay.
God damn.
Oh, you don't have the rolls. You don't have the rolls up on screen for that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was some shit. Yeah, you're like, 25% blind, 75% deaf.
Okay.
Oh shit.
For 4 hours.
What is a 25% blind mean? Or am I just blind?
Really,
It's like,
like extremely blurry and disadvantage on anything that would require the use of sight. Not attack rolls, but like perception checks, investigation, anything that would use your sight at all has disadvantage.
I see him come down.
Or did you go back down the stairs?
I ran down that bitch as soon
Okay,
as I saw those
cool.
doors.
Well, you would have gotten about half of the way down the stairs before you saw one of your friends appear at the bottom of the stairs asleep, and then wake up,
Oh.
and then begin to like just brush him off and walk up the stairs, and then a moment later you see another one appear at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, that's not how that works. Oh,
You run into Steve on your way down.
As I'm walking up the stairs, I'm checking to make sure that that same mark that we left behind is
Yep.
still there. So I know it's the
Same
stairs, and
stairs,
everything.
same gruck, same everything.
Oh, hi, Steve.
Uh,
Are you alright?
Dude, it's not. It's been a rough week.
Okay.
Why?
I'll
Wait,
look
why
over.
are?
Damien! Are
Where's
you
the-
okay? Oh, they're up the stairs. I ran because I was scared.
Okay, understandable. I'm gonna keep rubbing my head and just let the father-son duo meet back up. And keep walking up.
I'm just like, what?
Oh, Damien, are you okay?
I don't. What?
I look at him. I'm confused. Are you okay?
I just like, I can't. I can't hear you.
Has Steve reached the top of the stairs?
It takes him a couple of minutes, but eventually he does.
Okay. Well,
Let's go, friend.
while that's happening, I'm gonna tell Psycho to open the second door on the right. But in a very convincing fashion.
Yes, Psycho, you see how our friends have very valiantly entered these doors, but it appears as though they are dead now. Unfortunate. However, the true answer lies behind the second door on the right. I have seen it in the book.
He waits for the rest of the people to go back up before he makes any decisions. He's visibly uncomfortable with being alone with you.
While we're walking up the stairs, I'll go with them. And as they step inside of the room, and I'm just outside of it, you guys can hear me or not, I don't care. My character's just. I start shaking myself. I start amping myself up.
Okay, I can do this. You're the best. I can do this.
I come in dramatically, you know what I mean? With like a
Grok!
small word.
Yes.
You're here!
Oh,
I can't believe it, my hero!
oh,
Something peeked its head out the second door on the right. I need you to
No,
kill it for me,
no,
quick.
hold on.
Please, hold on, no.
I pull out my
Stop.
mace. I pull out my
Get it.
mace. I hit the
I
door.
need your help.
Grok, look at
I
me,
heard.
Grok.
I
I
heard
hit
the
the
words.
door.
I hit the door. Which door?
The door that moved. That tier.
On the right.
Second door on the right. I look over at it and I take out my mace and with all hell and fury, I hit it with
'Kay.
my mace.
You
Bef-
you dink the door, just at like the slightest touch. You go to hit it. You go dink. Drop the mace. Open the door. Walk right in. Close it behind.
Okay.
Oh,
Put
no.
out NPC or some shit.
I need to go
Steve,
have
it was
chat
the
with
third door.
Kawaii Princess. Be right back.
Hold on. Before you leave, you might want to do this. You might want to see what happens, because I look at Tale and I say, Tale,
Yes.
when I touched that door, I had a vision.
Of what?
I had a vision of the world being consumed by this monstrous world-eating thing, and it whispered to me. It whispered a message.
What
It
was
said-
the message?
It said someone that has been unaffected by this curse must touch the fourth door on the right. And I believe you are the only one left who has been unaffected by the touching of these doors.
It's very flattering you think that I am the hero, but I am not. I am just a bud. I will leave the door touching
I'm
to somebody
telling
else.
you, you have to save us, please.
I'll
Listen,
be right back.
the very first.
All right. Well, they're gonna go on forever if I don't shit on the road.
I was wondering where
Yeah.
you went.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Grook smash.
All right, cool, good. That's fantastic. So you touch the door, and then your mind goes blank, and then you wander around this city, lost. You've forgotten something. You were supposed to be somewhere. Someone was supposed to meet you somewhere. Something important was relying on you. You have forgotten, and you don't know where or when or who or whom. You wander through the city aimlessly for what feels like an eternity. Hours. Streets are filled with people, though you just to look at them. When you look anyone in the eyes, they look back at you with cold, empty, soulless pits. Their forms are amorphous. They don't move naturally. Nothing looks or feels natural. You almost feel like, as you walk by people, they are slithering across the ground rather than. Eventually, you find where you are supposed to. You remember. Supposed to remember. In the middle of the street, there is a carriage. It has run over someone. Something important that you were supposed to do, somewhere you were supposed to be, someone you were supposed to save, and you've completely forgotten about it. Now here they lie in the middle of the street, writhing. Their viscera everywhere. As you watch in horror, it begins to recoalesce into a singular creature, a voidless maw that screams and shouts horrifically, obscenities in a language that you could never even begin to understand. Forgotten something. Must never forget it again. For if you do, something terrible like this might happen again. Wake up in a cold sweat at the bottom of the spiral staircase. You are compelled to remember something that you have forgotten. And only now that you wake up do you remember what it is. Triskelion.
A what? I'm sorry, what?
Triskelion is a particular shape. It is a triangle with swirlies on the end of it. I will show you exactly what it looks like in a bit. For now, don't worry about it. Just know that you are, whatever it is that you forgot, now remembered it, and it's this Triskelion shape. You are absolutely obsessed. You must not forget, or that will happen again.
Okay. I grab onto my holy symbol. I keep this image in the back of my head always. I take out a pen and a paper and I try to my best to do like a really bad sketch of it.
Alright, would you join me back in the thing?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Never call me sir.
I'm back. Hi.
You call me sir, you call me daddy.
Mod me in your Twitch chat. There was like a weird bot posting a phishing link.
I see. I will ban them right now.
Well, it was like 5 minutes ago. It's probably not
Alright.
still in chat. Actually, it might be.
We will.
It is
Well,
not.
Mod me, says the streamer boy.
I don't know how to do that, but I will do that later. Yeah. Or actually, I can look you
Okay.
up in a bit. So, what happened while I was gone?
We talked it out, and I am going to be approaching the fourth door on the right because Tao Lei has conceded that he's too cowardly to do so.
No, it is because I'm the Ruseman. You're trying to ruse me.
Moon, you're modded. I will also say one further thing before you continue. Brock, you are pretty sure it's not numbers 4 or 3 on the left side either.
I'm gonna sit there for a moment and just
It's gonna
start
take me a
mustering-
while to get up the
Yeah, I
stairs, so I can't tell them that.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit there for a moment. I'm just gonna start mustering my courage and okay. I'm gonna start slowly approaching the fourth door on the right.
Yes.
I'm
Keep walking.
gonna get to the door. I'm gonna slowly turn and look at Tao Lei.
I
As
flipped
I
them
start-
off.
I start slowly reaching for the
Wait,
door.
which door you said?
The fourth door on the
think
right. Oh, I can't.
Also, the message I had sent you earlier is this is very uncomfortable. You can force yourself to do it.
Don't tell him that. I'm trying to double think.
Well, I'm gonna say it out anyway.
It's not gonna work. You already failed. He knows.
This is a very what you're doing right now feels foreign and so wrong, and you know it.
I'm shaking like super hard as I'm reaching for the door. I'm gonna do it. Tao Lei.
Go on then, do it. I dare you to. Please do. I would love to see you open that door, the one that you told me to open. Please. Yes. Let it all out.
Shai, tell me when I get to the top of the stairs.
You get there somewhere at the point where Tao Lei is like laughing maniacally, banging on his drums, while Steve is in the middle of the hallway with a finger outstretched at the door on the fourth door on the right, just kind of like in a fetal position, but just the hand is there, just like threatening to poke him.
So you see Gruck come up, but not the same as before. Where I was scared, and terrified, and worried, and slightly just all over the place. Now you see like a still, hardened, very worried and angry face.
Okay.
I walk in the rooms like the doors mean nothing to me right now.
Upon
All
seeing
right.
Gruck's stoic face, I put away my drums and begin playing the tune to "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," but like a little more chipper than that. It's like very chipper.
Somewhere.
I look over to the doors on the left, and I say, "It's not 4 and 3."
I knew that.
Okay, Gruck. You've obviously had a trip. You know, I think we've all been there except for one of us at that point.
Yeah, Psycho.
I don't know what he's doing. He's just standing there.
What doors have we touched so far?
You have
Toilet.
touched.
First door on the right. Second door on the right, and the first door on the left.
Mm-hmm.
This door on the left is doesn't feel good.
I think,
Mm-hmm. So
I think
it's
been.
this
Also,
door.
I pull out an image, like a picture. It's very distraught.
A picture? Like-
Yeah, I drew it, and it looks really bad. But for the most part, you're able to tell what it is. As I hold out like a small drawing that it looks like it was just made of a Triskelion. I say, "Have you seen this?"
A what?
It's a triangle with swirls in the middle.
I will show you. Check the strap.
Strap. Okay.
Oh, secret words! I don't see it! I'm not cheating!
Ah, yes, the image is black, and so is the entire background. Let me scroll over to something something that is not black.
De facto.
God fucking damn it.
10 out of 10.
God, it's huge. It's very large. Fuck me in the ass.
Because I love Jesus.
Ass me in the.
That is a Triskelion.
Whoa. Oh.
So he pulls out a little piece of something, and it's got one of these scribbled on it.
Is that what Shy's dick looks like?
Ye old triple corkscrew.
Motherfucker, I got more than just 3.
This explains so much, but it doesn't answer a lot of my
No.
questions.
Now what?
It's
What's it
so
meant to?
weird.
Alright, Damien.
Yeah.
Did you see what I saw?
What did you say?
Freaky shit.
That sounds about right.
Okay. So it's not any of those doors on the right. It's not those 4 doors on the left. So that means we have these 2 doors.
I like slowly count to 2 with my fingers.
Yes, it's very good, Damien. The same as there are 2 doors, there are also 2 of us. I estimate a 50% chance at success here.
Okay. Oh, okay.
No,
I think I
let-
see.
Make Steve do it.
There's
He's the leader.
Now, I really don't want to touch this door, because there's going to be... I feel like I'm going to get the one that's some freaky shit.
Excuse me, hold on. Are there supposed to be 2 Grucks?
Oh, there are 2
You
Grucks.
dragged
What?
out an extra Gruck.
Yeah, that's my fault.
I wasn't sure if Shine
No.
was like slipping in some weird
No,
like, illusion
that's not
shit.
me.
It's me, the face stealer. I'm here. I killed your friends, by the way.
No.
Could you delete
Which
that?
one? Which one is the
Gruck?
fake one?
The one close to close to mine. Okay. This guy. Sorry, my fault.
Steve, rock, paper, scissors. Who goes first?
We're going to do it at the same time, Damien. We need to see which door, which of us is going
I
to
feel like
open.
this is unfair that ACOG isn't here to take a hit for the door. I also feel like it's unfair that Moon's just fucking about, but that's fair. I know that there's no way that he's gonna touch any of these doors unless someone forces him to. So.
I'm playing the happiest tavern song on my lute
Oh, yeah.
right now. It is so
Yeah.
happy. Like in the face of eldritch horror and other assorted evils that my friends have seen, I am just fucking going to town on like some quality like fucking I don't know, like
Come all ye maidens, it's a good
All
song.
I'm gonna go over to Damien, and I'm gonna extend my hand, and as for a handshake.
All right, I shake my hand.
As,
shake your hand.
as he lowers himself down to my level to shake my hand, I'm gonna lean in. If you go crazy, kill the elf first.
I heard that.
And I'm gonna go over to the door and I'm gonna say, "Whew, okay. 3, 2, 1.
Both touch it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damien,
Yeah, for sure.
touch the door. You open it. You walk inside. Close behind.
Okay.
Steve,
Oh,
touch
Yeah.
the door.
I look over at
He's gone.
Damien.
He's gone.
You
Yes!
killed our
Yes!
friend, Steve.
Damien,
Yes!
What are you cheering about? You're a monster. You let him die.
you don't get a charisma saving throw after that. The third time is
Okay.
permanent. The
Okay.
third time,
Oh.
no goo.
Shit.
However, you're still alive. Which one did I read to you?
What do you
Which
mean?
one did I read
you
to you? I don't remember.
About like the deafness and
No,
blindness?
the description.
Or
The nightmare. Which one did you get?
oh,
It was the writhing
was-
one on your
so-
skin, right?
well,
you
no,
fucking,
it wasn't.
You fucking
I was.
what?
I'll just say, just so I don't ruin, like, spoil it. I was connected
Yeah,
to like
no,
my
I
parents,
remember.
and
Yeah.
then-
Okay.
He said all this in character. He said all this in character.
That's
he
what-
said,
No, yeah,
he
I
did.
know.
He said he had
I
stuff
know.
on him, and he mentioned
Steve,
he did
you
say
were
it.
gone.
I know, but
Oh, that was when
Yeah.
I touched the door.
Damien.
Oh, right.
The all of that, the nightmare happens again. Except every time it happens, it gets worse and more bad, and a lot more people. A lot. Like it's
okay.
really bad. After that,
Okay.
after the third one, oh right, I probably should just roll instead. A lot of shit. Cool.
Shit, dude. I'm so sorry.
You forget all of your childhood. From
Holy shit.
from 0.
Wait a minute, what?
How is he gonna rage now if he doesn't remember his
Listen, that is not. I don't know how his history of his life works, but from the year 0 to adulthood, he's a complete blank. You,
When do I start
you-
remembering
at
things?
the day of your 18th birthday. You don't
Okay.
remember. You don't remember anything. Anyone who you only met in that time, anything like in your memory, you remember all those people. Like you remember your parents, you remember all of that, but you don't have any recollection of anything that happened from when you were born to the year 18. You wake up
Okay.
in a cold sweat, terrified, with absolutely no memory of any of your childhood. I don't know what time in your life your rage comes from, but let's say.
Oh, pretty early on. Pretty early on.
Okay.
Characters run.
You
This feels extra bad because I barely remember my childhood.
the,
Have I gone mad?
it's very permanent. This is just what Damien is now.
Okay.
You still have
Okay.
that anger. You can still rage. You just don't remember why you're so pissed.
All right.
And then you make
That's
your way up the 500-foot spiraling staircase.
Okay.
Dude, that's so fucking lame. What? Dude, Moon, your character's gonna get murdered. You know that, right? We're just gonna turn on you and kill you.
All right.
It's rolling a
well-
D100 chat. It's fine if you don't see it. Fuck.
Well, I'll go to the staircase and I'll wait for
Okay.
him.
Eventually he comes back.
And,
Steve is
cool.
just with his hand on the door in disbelief.
I'll look to Damien. You okay? You see my face completely stern.
Although like I had a my face is actually I had a shitty dream, but like there seems like a lighter essence to him a little bit. Like he's a little bit more like not as angry.
I see my song has finally cheered you up, Damien. Very good. It's good to see you. Welcome back.
Hey, Towley.
How's it going?
A little better.
Why is that?
Damien!
I don't know.
Wow.
I'm going to approach Damien. I'm going, and in my very short self, I look up to him. Well, it seems like you lost the 50-50.
It's your fault, Steve.
What did you see, Damien?
I saw the same dream, but it was a lot worse, Steve.
Well, I think we know which door is the right one now.
That's great. That's great.
Let's go.
I'm gonna approach the door, and I'm gonna look at my party, which not like 2 hours ago was a bunch of like crazy maniacs, and it's now a bunch of mentally broken people in one crazy maniac. And I go, well, here we go. Push open the door.
Hold on. It's a big room.
To another door. Ah, I see. This is where they keep their doors.
Before you is an 80 by 80 foot chamber. There is a 10-foot wide walkway walkway around the perimeter of the room. In the middle of the center of the room, there is a 20-foot depression. In the ceiling, the layout is entirely mimicked. A 10-foot wide walkway around the ceiling, a 20-foot depression filled with magma. In the center of the depression in the ceiling is a base of a statue. The statue is of an anemone-like creature with tendrils escaping out of it, reaching down toward the floor from the ceiling. In the depression on your floor are 4 statues on thick, tall bases. On each statue is a person kneeling in supplication, as if praising the statue of the horrible monstrosity affixed to the ceiling. The room is lit up by the magma hanging from the ceiling, seeming to defy gravity. Around the corners of the walkway and in the depression on the floor are several collections of rock, solidified magma, pumice stone, and other collections of dust. We'll pick this back up next week.
Oh! Woo!
Good job,
Amazing
team.
job, man.
Holy shit.
Shy. Great job.
Thank you.
I love it.
We-
This is great. You make really
We
good
didn't-
puzzles, man. It's just
Didn't even
good.
get to the really crazy shit that I wrote. In
That
fact,
stuff
well,
happens.
I will remind everyone that I did not write this campaign entirely. A lot of this is borrowed from a guy named Jer from Loading Ready Run, who wrote the original Temple of the Lava Bears. I am modifying it a little bit and writing a lot of my own stuff. But you didn't get to the stuff that I wrote, which is unfortunate because, well, one of those I wrote. But Jer is really creepy and very good with his language. I did not hold back. So.
Oh yeah, you did a great job. That shit like gave me
Yeah.
chills. Like I can't say much. That was genuinely
Yeah, so-
terrifying. That would change a character's perspective like that.
Some of his were like spooky. His was the world-eating one and the parents one, and there's some other ones in there you might run into if you stay in touch more doors.
For funsies.
I don't know
For
if I'm gonna
funsies.
touch any more doors.
So
I feel like doors are the number one enemy in this campaign. It turns
Pretty
out like
much.
the boss is just gonna be a big fucking door.
Shy, I have 3
Yes.
questions. First, how much longer do you think this campaign's going to go for? Just like as sessions wise, as like by our track
So
record?
I think if you guys continue at the pace that you're going at right now, you should be able to wrap this up in 2. You should be able to do the next one, basically to get up all of the rest of the content of the adventure, and then you fall into one large big one at the end. No surprise, there's a big end. And that's probably a full session in it. But we should have another 2 of these, I think, staying on track with that 4 or 5 estimation that I gave at the beginning. Yeah, so thanks for joining us for Temple of the Lava Bears.
Oh,
Yes?
Shy,
I have 2 more questions.
before you cut off the
Uh-huh.
stream, ACOG's thing? Is that going to be in
Right.
there?
I was gonna let him do it, but yeah, I think we still have some time, and I'm gonna let him do that because that's not mine. And I don't think anyone else here can really knows as much.
He'll explain it better than anyone. He can, like, if he's here next
Yeah,
week, he can
and
do
he
it,
should be
yeah.
here next week because if he isn't, then we're gonna have a spare body to toss into the doors of the hallways that you guys run into next.
And I took the next 2 questions from chat that I saw people asking. Can you make a PDF of this campaign later? People would love to run this. And is there any way I could find a D&D party as fun as
Okay,
this?
so here's the thing about this campaign. Like I said, I didn't write it. This adventure is awesome, but I didn't write all of it. However, what I am doing is actually writing it down. Jer never published Temple of the Lava Bears. He had all of it in his notes, and like a lot of us do, we just have notes just strewn about everywhere, and not actually in one document. I am putting it all in one document as I'm running it. And it is written down in the same language that the DMG and the Player's Handbook and every other adventure module I've heard in my life. It's written in that same cadence and language, and everything is all there. DCs, anything that you did, traps, what the damage is, etc., etc. I am not going to publish it until I reach out to Jer and ask him if he's okay with it, but I fully intend to do this and see, because they always wanted to put out Temple of Lava Bears and never got around to it.
Cool.
I am running through the whole thing of it and adding content in multiple places where they never did, or at least they never showed through their run through of the game. And they live Loading Ready Run is a sketch comedy group in Canada that's literally a couple of hours north of me. I could go fucking knock on their door if I want. I'm gonna hit them
Cool.
up on some emails on the Twitter, and see if they're okay with me in conjunction with them, or perhaps independently, just publishing Temple of the Lava Bears as I've run it on here. If you guys want a copy of Temple of the Lava Bears, I suggest you go on Twitter and blow them the fuck up. Let them know people want it real bad, and people have always been wanting to run it. If someone's written it all down, I just need permission from them to actually give it to me. So, as far as getting cool groups, get some friends together, buy a book, and just start playing. In the meantime, if you don't have any friends or whatever, join the Discord, hang out, sign up. I have a lot of new DMs I've been talking to that we should be putting some new groups together for. Soon-ish TM. I have been trying, but some of the times it's like I'm talking to 4 people at once, and then it doesn't work out for all 4 of them. So
I also run mini adventures, so yeah, I
If
pick
you
up
join
new
Moon
groups all the time.
W's Discord,
Yeah.
you too can be added to a queue where you may have the chance to be added to D&D game run by the DMs that are players of this
This is true.
adventure.
I'm doing mini adventures too.
For only $4.99.
$4.99.
Yep.
Wow.
For the DMs in the Discord that do mini adventures, I cycle through people, like 6 people every 2-3 months. So
and I am hopefully getting another batch of 3-4-ish DMs to join us soon, and we're always looking for new games and new people who would be interested. So, for any of you who somehow aren't maybe from Mooncord, one of these motherfuckers, Moon_RW. It's his sub Discord. You need to sub to him on his channel. Go look it up and then join it on Discord. Come ping me or look in the Dungeons and Dragons channel, and you should be able to figure it out from there. Anyways, that'll be it for this week. Thank you for joining us as always. We will be back next week for another thrilling edition of Temple of the Lava Bears. Hopefully not your last, assuming that no one dies.
I'm not dying.
Never.
All right. A final thank you and a kiss to you all.
Good night.
Good night, guys. I love you. Thank you for watching.